Because now I know happy days are not far away. Was goody though. I was supposed to go live yesterday. This is yesterday live, but I say, you know what, man? Let's go live. Salute to everybody. I know y'all be coming in here. You know, salute to everybody. It's your boy Bullets Gotti. We live. Got a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. You know, one thing about me, I'm going to speak my mind, and I'm going to tell it like it is. I seen a couple things that make me say, and make sure y'all smash the like button, because we gonna get it in. Kansas City Mac style. You know what I'm saying? Kansas City Mac style. We gonna get it in. If you don't know who Kansas City Mac is, go watch the movie Let's Do It Again, and you'll find out who Kansas City Mac. Kansas City Mac style. We airing niggas out. So, we got a lot to talk about, especially the topics that we're gonna speak about. We got mysonne getting aired out by Hocus brother. You know, I saw the video. You know, S1. I was shocked to see S1 going in on mysonne because, you know, mysonne bang bang boogie. You know, and Hocus was cool with mysonne, but seemed like they not cool. Happy days are not here again. But this is what happens when you shalom, you know, so we gonna go in. But I have a lot of topics to address. I think the topics that I want to really address is Hassan Campbell. Come out the closet, brother. Come out the closet. So, DVD Ever, that's my guy. I talk to him on the regular. That's my bro. So Hassan Campbell did a video, and this dude said that he wants to spit in a man's mouth, grab him by his throat, and spit in his mouth, and put baby oil all over his body. That's crazy to me. But I keep telling you, the more that man speaks, the more he's ready to come out that closet. And I've been telling y'all this, ladies and gentlemen. No heterosexual man is talking about spitting in a man's mouth. Oh, shout out to you. Shout out to your OG channel. It's back. No heterosexual man is talking about spitting in a heterosexual man's mouth. Unless you swing that way. But we gotta understand, when a man tells you a man died him, what do you expect? He said a man died him. You know, this is a man that's supposed to be the illest gunman in the Bronx. I'm gonna start back doing StreamYards. I ain't been doing StreamYards in a minute, but I'm gonna start back doing it. But there's a man that said he was the illest killer in Bronx River. He had dudes on curfew. This is why dudes is unsubscribing for Hassan. This is why dudes is not rocking with Hassan. This is why dudes is saying, yo, we can't rock with no dude that's trapped in the closet. But we gonna go in on him in a few. But I want to address the part-time suckers of these YouTube streets. So, Mav Hoffa, let's get into it. So, Mav Hoffa, if y'all didn't hear, lost the barbershop. That's word on the street. He lost the barbershop. Not surprised he lost the barbershop because he didn't own the barbershop. He was just renting the space in the barbershop. He tried to front and say, oh, yeah, I bought the barbershop. I own it. And he really didn't own it. He really was just buying space in there. We knew that because I know people that's affiliated with the situation. And they literally told me, you know what I'm saying? Because I get a lot of information that he was just renting the space in the barbershop out there on the east side of Harlem, because the barbershop that he films at is on the east side of Harlem. And I think with the whole thing with Sub and a few other, him and the Hassan Campbell going back and forth, them dudes ain't want no issues at that barbershop. They ain't want no issues in that barbershop. They ain't want the barbershop to get shot up. They ain't want nobody, because they already, I don't know if they dropped something in front of the barbershop or whatever, dead bird or whatever they did in front of the barbershop. God bless you. So when I heard that he went on his channel and said that he lost the barbershop, the end of the era, I wasn't surprised. You know what I'm saying? Because Mav Hoffa's not a small businessman. The way he conducts himself just shows he's not a small businessman. You know what I'm saying? He just conducted himself in a negative fashion. You know what I'm saying? And he's a prima donna. You got to really look at Mav Hoffa. Dudes like him, Hassan Campbell, Gully TV, a lot of these dudes is divas. You know what I'm saying? That's why these dudes, they running out of interviews. Nobody wants to go on Mav Hoffa's platform. Nobody wants to deal with Hassan Campbell. Nobody wants to deal. Just look at him. And I'm going to talk about him too, because he begging dudes to do sit at the table with him again. I don't get that. But, hey, that's how he feel. So I'm looking at the platform and I'm saying to myself, so you mean to tell me that Mav had a platform that he was going to get a huge check from Revolt? He messed up that situation with Puff. For whatever reason, SO stopped the situation from going through. Whatever happened with it. You know what I mean? And yeah, facts. So it's like, I'm going to keep it real with y'all, right? And this is real talk. This goes for the Mav Hoffas and even the Gully TVs and a lot of these platforms, right? A lot of these platforms is dry when it comes to interviews, right? Shout out to my brother, my brother Q, and what we doing at Rapmatic. Yo, when my brother Q and me linked up to do this Rapmatic thing, this what we was going to do. The first test run was Lord Jamal, right? But the original test run that me and him was going to do, and I'm going to be honest with you, the original test run was supposed to be Hassan Campbell, Lord Jamal, Snow Billy. And I told y'all what happened. Lord Jamal did not want to be on camera with him because he was cool with Fat Joe at the time. That's understandable, right? Now, fast forward, I bring Sub-Zero. Shout out to Sub-Zero. I brought OG Product, and we broke the net. Now, everybody wants to be on Rapmatic. Now, I got a big joint coming. Me and my brother Q, we got something big and special coming for Rapmatic. I'm going to keep it real. And when y'all see this is going to do crazy numbers that we did with Sub. Now Sub about to go and do all the dialogue. Like, everybody want to interview Sub-Zero. Everybody want to do business with Product. Because me and my brother, we gave a voice to the underdogs. A lot of these dudes, it's not doing that. They not making it spicy enough. You know what I'm saying? They not making it spicy enough. A lot of these dudes say, oh, Gotti, you fell off. I did not fall off. Where did I fall off at? I went viral all last year. I didn't fall off. I just took a break because I'm chilling. You know, I'm chilling right now. But when we do come back to work, y'all know what we gonna do. Y'all know how we shut down the internet. We've been shutting the internet down. A lot of people's not doing that. Let's just keep it real. All the clout chasing and shock value shit aside. Oh, Borsley died? I don't know, bro. I don't know if he passed. But if he did pass, hey, I don't feel no pity for the nigga. You gotta realize something. Borsley try to stop my business, right? Instead of him keeping it gangster, he kept it like a sucker and flagged my channel, right? So, you know, God don't make mistakes and he don't have actions. You started seeing his career went downhill. You know, once I brought his victim on the platform, let's keep it real. Once I brought his victim on my platform, me and Roski, it was over for his YouTube career. It was over. Once he went on Queen's Flip and said, yeah, I took a nigga channel. That right there wasn't gangster. Once I took that nigga, like, I got that nigga up out of here. Like, niggas was like, yo, Borsley had foots on niggas' necks. You know what I'm saying? I made it my goal because one thing, I'm a 48 laws of power nigga. You know what I'm saying? When you destroy completely. That's the type of nigga I am. And then when you add that little 39, I'm throwing the bait out there. And when I did that interview with his victim, I threw the bait out there. See, when I told the world that he shot a kid, that he went to jail for that, that made real niggas stop messing with him. A lot of real niggas stop messing with Borsley. Oh, yo, what? That nigga he shot a kid? And then when I brought the victim on the platform, that was the icing on the cake. Oh, nah. This nigga Gotti brought the victim on there. Oh, it's over with. We ain't supporting that nigga. And they didn't. He went downhill. He started getting high. You know what I'm saying? He started getting high. You know, but we ain't mad at that. Nah, I turned it off, QB. I turned it off. But that dude started getting high, man. And that's what happens, bro. When you can't beat a nigga, cause I'ma consistently go at you till you feel me breathing on you. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I am. I'm no remorse. I'm going to destroy your platform. Oh, yo, Darius, what's good, family? That's my bro right there. Shout out. But yeah, man. You know, a lot of these dudes on the internet, man, they don't understand, man. Bullets Gotti's not a passive aggressive dude. You know, I get to the point. So back to Math Hoffa though. Math, he's a sucker, right? Because this is the thing I don't like about Math Hoffa. Instead of him running his platform like a unbiased person, he likes to deride the people that's on his platform. And then he'll take a shot at 50. He'll take a shot if he got a guest that don't like 50, he'll take a shot at 50. He'll take he had Fabio up there, he took a shot at Mace. I think not too long ago, he took a shot at Mace. You know, he takes shot at dudes, and then he wonder why he low on the guesses. You know? He's low on the guesses. You notice that when you look at Math Hoffa, he haven't had any big guesses on his channel in a minute, right? Y'all notice that? Like, shout out to Dragon. I like Dragon. But come on, bro. Shout out to Exhibit. Exhibit is cool. I like the 19 Keys joint. That was cool. You know, Rollo, that was cool. But you ain't see that dude pull out any big boys. Mace, Cam, they podcasts are smoking them. Okay? All these podcasts is smoking Math Hoffa. So, I don't care how much he smashed Kim Osario, because he smashing. I think he's smashing. You know, she ain't bringing no guesses for that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And that's the crazy part. So when I saw him sitting in the crib and him not in the studio, I'm like, whoa, dude got 1.4 million followers. How you ain't got no? But that's what happened when you do niggas dirty. See, Math did Esso and Heineken dirty, you know, and he did his mans. He did not Mecca, but my man's Bigger. He did Bigger dirty. Now, Bigger was the man that gave him the money for that barbershop to rent it out. Bigger was the investor. A lot of people don't know that. Bigger invested in Math. Once he cut off Bigger, you started seeing that it was looking shaky. Because Bigger had the bag. Bigger had the bag. Bigger was the reason why. Because Bigger's from Harlem. Bigger's from 139. Bigger is from Harlem. So Bigger was the one that got him up there uptown doing the show there. Once that Harlem nigga left, you could tell it was looking shaky. He got stamped from the Harlem nigga. Bigger the dude that helped out Math. Because Math ain't had a bag like that. Math started to get the bag, but he ain't had a bag like that. You know? So when Bigger left, when Esso left, because Esso and Heineken had the industry ties. And then you got Champ, who got also industry ties. So you lose Champ, you lose Esso, you lose Bigger, you lose Heineken, you lose Space Ghost, and now you just deal with Mecca and Gat Murder. But he don't got none of the people that was there that really made the show great. Once them dudes left, bro, his platform went downhill. See, that's why when they talk about Bullets Gotti, man, I put a lot of niggas on, bro. And that's why I will never fall off, because one thing, I'm loyal to the game, my nigga. And when you ain't loyal to the game and you ain't loyal to your niggas, smash that like button, you'll never succeed in this world. So Math Hoffa is getting the treatment that he get because he's a sellout. Once you wanna kiss up the white man, you wanna be a sellout to them white folks, but them white folks ain't cut no checks for Math Hoffa. All that kissing up the white people ain't cut no check. And he's supposed to be a former Hebrew Israelite. Let's get that clear. He's supposed to be a former Hebrew Israelite. Everybody falling out with Math. Let's keep it real. Everybody I knew soon as he lost that barbershop, dudes, you see Gat Murder dissing him. Gat Murder dissing him. You don't see Mac. Where Mac at? Mac ain't rocking with him, right? You gonna start seeing more people cut ties with Math Hoffa. You know what I'm saying? He got the million subscribers, but he ain't got that motion. What's going on? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? I think, you know what I think? Math Hoffa, dudes like Math Hoffa, Tommy Sotomayor, Young Pharaoh. You see Young Pharaoh locked up in jail, right? He done lost it. Young Pharaoh's over with. See, a lot of these dudes that get fame, that get money. Salute, brother. How you doing, bro? Shalom. A lot of these brothers that get money, that get fame, they lose it all. And they don't know how to conquer it. See, one thing about me, I don't let fame consume me because I'm not here for fame. I'm here for the legacy run. All right? I'm here for the legacy run. Most dudes ain't here for the legacy run. That's the problem. When you ain't here for the legacy run, you ain't here for the right purpose and the right reasons. I'm here for the legacy run. Longevity is what I'm here for. A lot of these dudes don't understand longevity. A lot of them don't understand a legacy run. That's why a lot of these dudes fall off the way they do. They fall off. And when you look at math and you look at all these dudes, you're going to start seeing it. They can have million subscribers. Subscribers don't mean nothing on YouTube no more. At one point, subscribers meant everything. Now, subscribers don't mean nothing on YouTube. I'm telling y'all real facts. It don't mean nothing. It's what you pumping out there. You know what I'm saying? Back in the days when I first came on YouTube, subscribers meant something. Now, it don't mean nothing. You can have a smaller channel than a bigger channel and blow. So subscribers don't mean nothing. Math Hoffa is just one of them dudes that he just don't know how to be great. You know? And a lot of these dudes be cornballs. You know? A lot of these dudes be cornballs. You know, Ice Corleone was the biggest cornball. I remember he came to Clubhouse and I ran him off of Clubhouse. Him, Stats 280, they thought they was gonna blow up on Clubhouse. You know? But a lot of them don't got the personality, don't got charisma. You know, but Math, we knew what was gonna happen and Math happened. Shout out to my dude Sub-Zero, because Sub was the one that exposed Math. Right? People keep talking about Hassan. Hassan ain't exposed Math Hoffa. Hassan was sucking Math off. The reason why Hassan and Math fell off and fell out was because Hassan was emotional about 10 Toes being up there with Brim. You know, he was having a hissy fit, like the little bird he is. And we're going to talk about him too. But as far as Math Hoffa go, he said it's the end of the era. He lost the barbershop. We knew that was going to happen. You know, we knew that was going to happen. So I wasn't surprised by that. That's why you see him. Every time you see he can't do any content or his money troubles or something, he always go back and rehash old footage. Remember that. He's been doing that multiple times. Remember, when Champ left, he was doing rehashing old footage, and then he had to come back with a whole new team. This is what he does because he knows it's over with. So you gotta keep the people distracted, you know. But it is what it is, man. I don't respect Math Hoffa, bro. I think he's a sucker. He like to be Vladimir's puppet, you know. Vlad, the guy that's COINTELPRO all day, every day. And black dudes go on this dude platform to attack other black dudes. It's crazy to me. But it is what it is. So let's get to it. Adam22 saying he broke. I don't believe that. Adam22 is capping. I don't believe he's broke. I believe what he's doing is really trying to say that because of all the negative press he getting off of the big U shit, he's trying to cry broke. But Adam ain't broke. Adam ain't broke. I heard Vlad say, yo, I'ma buy no jumper. Dude ain't broke. Don't ever believe Adam22 is broke. You understand what I'm saying? Adam comes from money. His pops was a politician. He comes from money. I don't have no beef with him. I know he a culture vulture, but I don't got no beef with him. You know, I would tell him in his face, yo, you're a culture vulture. And, you know, you like your wife having sex with black dudes. I will let him know that. But I don't have no beef with him. But I'm going to be honest. I'm not. One thing about Bullis Gotti, bro, I'm not a poetic Flaco or none of them clown dudes. I'm not I'm not laughing with people that's using my people for a gimmick. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no beef with anybody, but I'm not going to be here and play them type of games. You understand what I'm saying? Now, what happened with the Big U situation, we knew what that was. I don't bang with Flaco. Flaco, let me tell you something about Poetic Flaco, right? I gave Poetic Flaco his first, like, big exclusive interview before he got on Adam's platform. And he was supposed to do something for me and my dude, right? With the no jumper thing. He was supposed to basically, you know, and he didn't do that. He basically did some sucker business. But you gotta understand, this is what these dudes do. They not real official dudes. And he did some sucker business. And the sucker business that he did was that he basically told my mans and me that he got us. And he didn't have us. And he changed his number on dudes. You understand what I'm saying? And I couldn't respect that about the dude. And then I told him not too long ago, the other day, I said, yo, son, you know you did some sucker shit, bro. He like, yo, what you mean, bro? Like, nah, you did some sucker shit, bro. Because you said you my mans and all that, because I was the only one that knew he was going to No Jumper. He didn't tell nobody. Like, he told me on a private level, like, me and this dude had like a good personal rapport. And once this dude did that sucker shit, I was like, oh, he a sucker, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing about me, man, shout out to my brother Ball in the building. That's a real official OG. Ball, yo, Ball, we got to do an interview, man. I like the joint you did with L Famous, but Ball, we got to do an interview, me and you, Ball. We got to do it. We got to do a jump off on the channel, Ball. We got to find a way how we could do it. I really want to do it with you, Ball, cause you got a lot of stories, man. And it's like, yo, Ball, man, you done told me some stories, man. Some legendary stories. But we gotta do one, Ball. Real talk. And shout out to L Famous. I like that drink that you did with L Famous, man. You know, and we gotta do one, man. We gotta do one, man. We gotta do one on the platform, man. We gotta do one, man. Gotta do like a StreamYard joint or something, man. Like me and you, Ball. Like, we really gotta do one, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my big brother Ball in the building, man. Go check out his channel, Street Talk with Ball. You want to know about the 80s New York, the 90s New York? Go check out OG Ball, you know, Street Talk with Ball. You want to know about the original 50 Cent? You want to know about Killer Ben? You want to know about Poe? You want to know about Fritz? You want to know about them dudes? Go check out the Big Bro channel. Definitely plugging the Big Bro channel, official tissue channel right there. You know what I'm saying? And you get to know about real OG perspectives. Real talk. So everybody that rock with me, that subscribe to my channel, please go subscribe to the OG channel, Street Talk with Ball, and you get to learn that real. We talking about a Brooklyn dude that went uptown to the Bronx and Harlem and got money. So you want to know them stories? OG got them stories, man. And we talking about legendary street figures. So shout out to my big brother Ball in the building. But yeah, man. Yeah, most definitely. But yeah, like I was saying, you know, Poetic Flaco, he did some sucker shit, man. You know what I'm saying? He did some sucker shit. And then I didn't really like how dude didn't holler at me like a man and didn't tell my brother Q, yo, Ball, I see you in the bill. Yo, Ball, I'm trying to get your little man's Troy Outlaw on a podcast, boy. We was talking about Troy. I'm trying to get him on a podcast, boy. I'm trying to get him and Timbo and them. from Left Rack on the podcast, boss. So when I do get him on the podcast, I'ma definitely bring you up, boss. Yeah, I'ma definitely bring you up when I holler at him. I'ma definitely bring him up, man. I'ma definitely bring you up, man. I'ma definitely, I'ma do that. You big bro. I gotta definitely plug you in. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Poetic Flaco did some sucker shit, man. I can't respect that, man. I can't respect one thing about me when it comes to this journalism thing, and it just comes from integrity as a man. A lot of these dudes don't keep it treetop tall solid. And that's why I tell dudes, like, I'm in my own lane. I do my own thing. You heard? I do my own thing. I don't fuck with none of these dudes. You know? And that's real talk. And that's why I tell people, man, these dudes be suckers, man. These dudes be suckers, man. You know what I'm saying? They be suckers, man, cause it's real messed up that these dudes get a little clout and they act like they don't know who niggas be or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy to me. Dudes get money go to niggas' heads. So, and dude ain't even a boss, man. You working for Adam, bro. You know what I'm saying? You working for Adam, bro. You know? You working for Adam. You know? I could see if you was working for yourself, but you working for Adam. You know? And that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like when I heard him say, yo, I'm broke, I'm like, yo, that nigga not broke, bro. What I really believe is this, bro. Adam and the whole Big U thing, he just wanna stop talking about the Big U thing, so he gotta say something. Like, you gotta really look, right? Big U was sore for starting niggas. Let's just keep it real. You understand what I'm saying? Big U is wilding. Oh, Cheese from Cowboys I didn't know he got locked up. He locked up? I ain't know that. I ain't know that. I'ma definitely find out though. But yeah, Big U was soft for starting these dudes. And like, when people try to say, oh, Wack told, Wack didn't tell on nothing, bro. Y'all gotta stop that. Who told was Brick Baby. Brick Baby was the witness that you gotta understand. Brick Baby, the monster, the Dell dude, he told. And don't be surprised, old boy also told. What's the dude? What's the dude's name? Charlie Rock? Yo, them dudes is hating on Charlie Rock, man. Free Charlie, bro. What's the dude name? Eric Holder, the one that killed Nipsey. You know, when you look at that whole thing, right? These dudes, they was scared of Big U. Big U had a press game. So, these dudes dry snitched up there. They dry snitched up there. And because they dry snitched up there, they got Big U jammed up. But Big U was a clown because you a gangster. You shouldn't even be talking like the way he was talking. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing people not talking about. And then when I hear these dudes saying, oh, dude told, like, I don't go with he said, she said shit. Unless I see something that got a dude name that show, yo, I know you told. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing I like to do is read work. And a lot of dudes don't like to read work. You know? And that's the thing people don't understand. So when it goes to Big U did it to himself. Yeah, I don't even, yo, that dude that live in VA, bro, I don't even respond to that dude. That dude's a weirdo. Let me tell you something about that dude. That dude, and I'm gonna just say that dude, him, and the dude that was Hassan Campbell's moderator, the dude that wear the red Scully that say he LB fan. Yo, listen, I got an official Southside dude that's coming on my platform. I'ma ask him before we turn on the cameras. Yo, is that dude really from Southside? Was he really rocking with LB fan? Cause I don't argue with niggas that got no names in their neighborhood. Like I don't got time with that. Like the other dude, he from Jersey and he talked this official, but you in Virginia. Like, let's keep it real. You been in Virginia, bro. What did you do that you can't go back to New Jersey and everybody your family? Yeah, the chicks don't know that nigga, bro. Come on, bro. Listen, that dude been saying he this official tissue dude from Southside. Bro, I'm cool with everybody. Yo, I rock with Big Face. That's my guy. I'm cool with everybody from this dude's neck of the woods in South Jamaica. They don't know dude like that. Dude wasn't a factor in Jamaica Queens, bro. He wasn't a factor in Jamaica Queens. And my big bros is Queens dudes. And we talking about, I'm talking to dudes from the 80s era, South Side, that was outside in the 90s. Dudes, 90s, 2000s era. They don't know son. Son been in Virginia a long time, man. Son been in Virginia how many years, bro? And this was Hassan's moderator. So how we gonna really remember this dude for any street dogs? You come on, bro. Your pops was a traffic cop. I don't argue with dudes. And he came in my comment section, but he want me to say his name. I'm not gonna say your name, brother. You get no voice. Him, the dude that lives in Virginia, that's from Jersey, the other dude that called, that spit on his baby mama. Y'all know who I'm talking about. He got the same name as that nigga with the red cap that's from Southside, that used to be Hassan Campbell's moderator, that like to do the funny videos on niggas. Yeah, he's another one. He lives in North Carolina though, right? He's another bozo, right? And that dude called police on niggas. Like I don't take him serious. Like that's why I tell people like, yo, when dudes tell me about dirty sector, don't tell me about no dirty sector niggas. You heard me? Don't tell me, because I'm in a whole nother level. I had to really think for a second and say, you know what? I'm in a whole different level. Well, I don't even see these niggas. Like I had to really, like the dudes that's hitting me up, I'm talking about the industry dudes that's hitting my DMs. That's like, yo, Gotti, I'm rocking with you. I had to re-examine my shit and say, hold up, nigga, I'm beefing with these niggas. Nah, man, come on, bro. Come on, bro. We got to do something. We got to do something better with that. You know? Yeah, shout out to Troy, yeah, man. Yeah, man, you know, like I tell people, yo, when you got a platform, yo, bro, you got to sometimes pick and choose who you beef with on this internet, man. A lot of these dudes, man, they just want your spot, bro. And like, when I saw, and I ain't going to tell y'all the rap legend that hit me up, but the rap legend that hit me up, y'all going to be like, oh, son hit me up. Because he liked to join with me in product. He like, yo, I want to do some business with you, Gotti. I'll rock with you. And me and him going to do some business in the future. I rock with son. So, when I tell people how many industry dudes watch my platform, how many industry dudes follow the kid and have conversations with me, bro, I don't got time to be beefing with these niggas, man. I don't got time to be beefing with these clown niggas, man. That's a fact, QB. I don't got beef. Like, that's why I say, like, these dirty sector dudes, y'all gotta really look at these dudes, man. What is they really doing on YouTube? They not trying to get no motion. They not trying to get nothing. They just in here beefing and talking nonsense all day. Let's keep it real. So, that's why dudes like Adam22 can win in our community, because the dudes that's doing the they beefing with each other. So Adam and Vlad, they ain't beefing with each other. 1090 Jake not beefing with Vlad and Adam. They getting the bag. Trap Lord Ross not beefing with them. They getting the bag eaten off of us. Niggas is beefing off of scraps. Y'all really beefing over what? What are y'all beefing about? Like when I see dudes like zipping on, I'm like, oh, y'all niggas is weirdos, bro. That's why these white dudes is surpassing and they making millions, bro. These dudes is acting like us, dressing like us. Cam Capone, another one. They eating off of us. Bomb First, the channel that y'all see Reggie Wright on. That's a white dude. You know what I'm saying? And I don't got no beef with white dudes. Shout out to all the white dudes. You know? I'm like, all these white dudes eating off of black culture. And none of these sucker dudes that's talking the way they talking, they ain't eating. Y'all beefing, but you got these white dudes ain't beefing. They all politicking. The only black dude, Peace Queen, how are you? The only black dude that's eating out of all of them is, come on, bro, the homie, All the Dialogue. Shout out to All the Dialogue. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to All the Dialogue. All the Dialogue is the only dude that's in that lane that's eating. Everybody else is beefing. And they be hating on All the Dialogue. Vlad, you saw Math corny ass. He was dissing All the Dialogue. But All the Dialogue getting all the interviews that Math won. You know? All Dialogue is getting all of that. You know what I'm saying? He getting all that bag right now. You know? Like I know Math is sick that the Art of Dialogue is getting the interviews he won. He's sick. Peace, how you doing? He's sick. He's sick that Art getting Joel Santana, Freaky Ziggy. He got Gene, Suge, Angela Yee's mad as fuck that she ain't get that Suge interview. Art going crazy right now with them Suge interviews. And I just told y'all he got Sub coming on there next. Shout out to Sub-Zero. He coming on there next. So I always tell dudes, man, it's about quality over quantity. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of dudes don't understand, man. That's what a lot of dudes don't understand, man. So they get mad at Bullets Gotti. They say all what they want to say. Man, I don't believe none of y'all niggas, man. Y'all got to stop that, bro. White dudes is eating and y'all niggas not. Let's keep it real. That's why when you see these niggas like Zip with the Drip, like, come on, bro. Like, dogs, what is you doing, bro? You sit there, smoke dirty weed all day. You look sickly. Let's keep it real. You weigh about a buck, not even a $1.30. You weigh about a buck. A buck, right? You clout chasing and you looking crazy. Dude be sounding crazy. You know? And then people listen to this dude and you just listen to his story. Dude is a leech. He run around with Spanish niggas and they ain't giving him no bag. They ain't giving him no bag. Like, my issue with Zip was this, right? I ain't never dissed that dude. I ain't never had a problem with that dude, right? Never had a problem with that dude. A troll came on his platform and he took the bait. Instead of him being man enough to say, you know what, yo, Bullets, my bad, homie, let me hit you up. Was that you in my chat? I went out to drinks with my cousin. We went, you know, we like going out there to Delancey. Delancey got a not, yo, son, if y'all never been to Delancey, Delancey got a lot of nice bars and a lot of nice clubs down there. So me and my cousin, man, we going out, we down there in Delancey. We having a good time. We chilling, we vibing. Shout out to the supporter of mine. He sent me that video. Dude start talking crazy. Yo, I ain't, me and you ain't the same. I ain't like you. I'm like, hold up, homie. I don't even know, dude. Like, I've been on Hassan platform with dude. You know what I mean? He dissed me out of nowhere. And I'm like, damn, bro, you really gonna diss me and not even hit a nigga up? Like I would have respected if he'd have hit me up and say, you know what, yo, Bullets, man, my bad, bro. Kevin Samuels all day. I'm like, damn, bro, my bad, bro. I ain't mean to come at you like that. But he came at me because he was a diva about it. And I feel like that's not real. That's not real. That's not what men do. Men don't go at anybody and somebody randomly come in your chat and troll and you not man enough to decipher a troll. I decipher trolls. You know what I'm saying? Somebody trolling in my chat and my people tell me that's not them. I decipher that. He, as a man, didn't decipher that. He showed his true emotions and he exposed himself and showed that he was a hater. And because he showed the world that he was a hater, he let his emotions and feelings expose themselves. So when he came out of his face and said what he said, I took it and laughed because it's like, yo, you was a sucker for that. Hey, yo, double tap the screen, man. If y'all coming in the building, double tap the screen. Y'all know what it is, man. It's the Bullets Gotti show, man. But I took it as like, oh, you a real sucker, man. You a real sucker. And he showed he was a real sucker. And he showed he was a hater. And I was like, damn, dog, I didn't have no hate for homie. But hey, it is what it is, bro. And that's how a lot of these dudes feel, man. They mad at what they can't understand. Hate what they can't conquer. Just that gets what my son Nas said, guess that's just the theory of man, bro. And a lot of these dudes hate what they can't conquer, bro. His story is he's being softly extorted in jail. Dude got extorted by Blue Boy. He got extorted by Chino Blast. Come on, bro. You letting rat hunters and Latin King dudes extort you. You running behind Latin Kings or really rat hunters. I'm not going to say Latin Kings. Them dudes is rat hunters. You running behind rat hunters. That's a fact, QB. We know. We know that. That's a fact. We know that, bro. We know that. You running behind rat hunters, bro. And that's the crazy part. Like, when I seen him running around with telling Blanco, a dude that getting extorted, that dude don't like me. That dude don't like me. I don't know why he don't like me, but that dude don't like me. I think he don't like me because I had China on my channel from Connecticut, R.I.P., Shy Dukes. And when I listen, how I got connected with China was through Devon, right? Me and Devon, we ain't, I don't have no issue with Devon. Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? I did some great content with Devon. I helped Devon get his message out there. You know what I'm saying? And I salute him. You know what I'm saying? He did his own thing. I don't know if he's still on YouTube, but when we was moving, we was moving. And when he linked me with China and we talked, that was the best movement ever. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. CK is finished. We don't even speak on that dude. He got exposed. You know what I'm saying? And he keep talking. We could expose him some more, but I don't think he wanna. I don't think he wanna do that. I think he wanna do what he doing right now. You know what I'm saying? I think he wanna stay out the way. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing for Scheme Team to do. Scheme Team, I exposed Scheme Team in 2019, bro. Like, once I exposed that dude for telling on the Mac ballers that cut him, like, it was over for Scheme. But when it goes to Devon, when I saw Devon, when Devon came on my channel, right? And Devon told me about China. He said, yo, my man China from Connecticut, right? I kept hearing about him. I got to meet him. We got to talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm mad that we ain't get to really personally met, but I got to speak to the homie, and me and the homie built a real good rapport, right? And the dudes that Zip be D-rodding, you know, the dudes he be D-rodding, the dude Germ, these are extortion victims. Like, China was extorting these dudes. Like, he took like the whole Bark, like, dudes don't know nothing about, like, dudes say, yo, CK sent them through. What happened at the Barclays is this, right? Because they don't know the whole story. R.I.P. China, shot nails, you know? R.I.P. the shot dudes, right? What happened to the big bro was this. He had a misunderstanding with these dudes. These dudes try to play China because China was the one that found Chef G. China was the one that Chef G and all of them, he was Winner Circle. Winner Circle was his label too, okay? They stole China's record label. They pushed China out the way. Germ and the Tellum Blanco dude, they pushed him out his position at Winner Circle. Once they did that, right? Once they did that, then they started, you know, getting other dudes. Well, they already had the dudes because, you know, the dude Germ, he related to the Lugos, right? Now, the Lugos, my brother's sister, right, is a Lugo. And the dude that's her pops is the dude that China was talking about. All right. The dude that he was talking about with Devon. That's, you know, I knew who he was talking about, but he probably don't remember me because I ain't see that dude in like almost 20-some years. I was a kid when I saw a dude, right? So China was protecting these dudes. You know what I'm saying? And what they did was they shafted him. Now, once you shaft somebody in the street and they doing felony favors for you, it's like when Bean said, yo, I did some felony favors for Kanye. When somebody taking felony chances for you or they doing certain things, keeping you alive in these streets, protecting you, you know, they supposed to be compensated. China wasn't compensated. And they try to shift them. They try to shaft them. So because they try to shaft him, the dude Germ, and the Tellum Blanco, the white nigga, they did some sucker shit. They blackballed them. They did, you know what I'm saying? Because they got Mark Pitts and Skane Dollars believing they the real street dudes. But they ain't the real street dudes. They is dudes that's being extorted by the real street dudes. You feel me? But they got Mark Pitts and Skane believing, we them niggas. We them niggas. We Brooklyn, we them niggas. But they ain't them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Homie was that dude. And that's why he took the AP from Germ. That's why he took the bread from Germ. So when the situation happened to him, it happened because of what was told, right? At Barclays. And China was a real one. They came mad deep and jumped him. You know what I'm saying? He was Dolly. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't official. You know what I'm saying? And them young dudes ain't know what they was doing. Cause you gotta look, bro. The dudes that jumped on him, right? True Life brother, Debo. The other dude, Chef G-Mans and a couple other dudes jumped on him. Right? Now, mind you, they jumped on him because old boy, who wasn't a man enough to shoot the one. See, if a dude rob you, you supposed to put your own work in. But these industry dudes be so much suckers, and that's why when a real dude, that's why 50 be bullying a lot of these dudes, because he know a lot of these industry dudes be punks and they be suckers. That's why he be bullying all these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna talk about the Fat Joe thing too in a second. But a lot of these dudes, they don't really be on nothing, bro. You understand what I'm saying? They really be industry nerds, man. They be industry nerds. And they think because they got a little paper and they A&R, they gotta have the gorillas because they want to be the rappers. And they robbing these young boys, right? They run around with the jury, with the money, the cars, and all that. And these young boys ain't running around with nothing, right? Chef G wouldn't be doing 5 years if he had the right dudes in his ear and got his best interests. Them dudes ain't had his best, white or germ ain't have his best interest. That's why him and Sleepy Hollow doing 5 years. You could fake it to the public and make them believe that he this popping star, but he going to jail right now, doing 5 years. You understand what I'm saying? So they ain't really have his best interest because he wouldn't been in the streets crashing. Just like Fabio Foreign. Fabio Foreign thought, oh, I'm going to diss Mace and violate and say Mace robbed me, but Mace did the best thing he did by giving me $750,000 and I ain't had to be robbed by the industry. See, these dudes don't be understanding the game because they like to be robbed. They like to be, pimped out by these industry dudes. So when these industry dudes, these industry managers pimp them out because they don't care. They like pimping out these dudes from the hood because they know these dudes is ignorant. You understand what I'm saying? So when these dudes talk about they real and they this and they that and they like these niggas don't care. These is industry dweebs. That's why I don't feel sorry for these dudes when dudes go upside these dudes' heads and they rob some of these A&R dudes and they doing fit because they not real A&Rs, bro. That's why when I said, yo, when Irv Gotti passed, Chris Lighty passed, like, I respect them dudes, man. Because they was fair with dudes and dudes got bags and got paper with these dudes. They ain't play them type of games. But these other dudes, they all up in the video, yo, that's my, yeah, that's the homie. They ain't no homies with nobody, bro. They ain't no homie. They robbing these niggas, bro. Every last one of these clown niggas. That's why I be laughing. When I be on Clubhouse with some of these industry dudes, they be trying to make it seem like, oh, they artists. And when you really look at it, they artists ain't making no money. How the A&R nigga look like money? The manager nigga look like money and the artist look like bummy, bro. Artists ain't supposed to be going to jail like that. These dudes going to jail because they being robbed. So these niggas is really extorting these artist niggas. Let's keep it real. And they know they suckers. Back in the days, a rapper looked like money, my nigga. Niggas say what they want about the nigga Puff. You understand what I'm saying? They can say what they want about Suge. But at least them niggas made sure them niggas look like money, bro. These niggas look like bummy, bro. Like, I always say, like, when people talk about, oh, Puff robbed niggas, I look at, like, come on, bro. He didn't rob niggas. he gave niggas a choice with the contract. I tell niggas this. When you look at his contract, if you look at a bad boy, even a death row contract, but when you look at a bad boy contract, just look at a bad boy contract, right? You had two options. That's why when you hear Loon said it straight out his own mouth. He said, yo, when I signed he said, I ain't signed my contract with Puff until after we did I Need a Girl Part 2, the remix. He said, yo, I had an option. I could have, and this was the option that Puff used to give niggas. You could take the jewelry in the car and a bag full of money, or you take less money. A lot of them niggas took the jewelry in the car. Let's keep it real. You understand what I'm saying? Sean didn't get robbed. Sean didn't get robbed. Because when Sean went to jail, he had money. And he got another deal with Def Jam. So it's all about how you sign your contract. Everybody talk about a nigga robbed, but if a nigga give you upfront money, Craig Mack got upfront money. He ain't get robbed. Now, if a nigga mess up their bag, they mess up their bag. But you see a lot of these dudes that be talking about contracts. Right now, these dudes is getting no money. None of these rappers in 2025 getting any money. That's why they going to the feds. That's why they doing state time, because they ain't making no money. A 360 contract tells you can't make no money with a 360 contract. Let's keep it real. A 360 contract tells you ain't making no money. A 360 contract tells you that basically in that contract, and this is a fact, I'm telling y'all some real shit, that they take your endorsement money, that they take your merch money, they take all your money, even your money you make off of your projects, they taking. Once you sign that 360 deal, it's over. It's over. It's over. The labels get all that money. The artists get crumbs. The artists get crumbs. So they not only got your life rights, they got an insurance policy on you. You going to the label. These cool, I call them the cool A&R niggas. The cool A&R niggas like, yo, son, you did the best thing signing with us, my nigga. They got the chain for you. They got the bottle of champagne. They got the girl in there. They got the jeweler. The jeweler is already there. He got the bust down rollie, the bust down AP, the nice diamond chain. You got the bottle of champagne. And you mad hype. Oh, I just signed a deal for $1 million. You don't even know that's your budget, my nigga. That $1 million is your budget. You ain't even read the contract. You sitting there just signing. You like this, just signing away. You signing away. You don't even know. The cool A&R nigga ain't even telling you. You just signing away. You not even paying attention. You ain't even going there with a lawyer. You going there with the label lawyer. They just Jay jerking you, my nigga. It's crazy, right? So after you go in there, you sign it, you get the jury, you shining now. You shining. You signing. I mean, do what you got to do, brother. If you want to join, join. So, this what I be saying, man. The rap game is finished. It's over with. All these new artists, they getting federal cases. Why? Because they broke. They got to get money in the street to obtain that lifestyle. Because they ain't really making money in the industry. They ain't on no tours. They ain't doing no real shows. They doing clubs. And they ain't even making money off them walkthroughs at the club. Let's get that clear. Independent artists making more money. Look at Sean Kingston. That's a perfect example of a Jay jerking nigga. He had to fake it till he make it, and he ain't got no money. And that lifestyle that he was out here pushing and promoting shows you that he was popped. Now him and his mother's locked up. About to do serious time. Because he was trying to obtain a fake lifestyle. Because he ain't really made no money in the rap industry. Because he got jerked to. Meek Mill, home foreclosed. Rick Ross played that nigga on camera, bro. He felt sorry. That nigga played that nigga on camera. Talked about how he basically, what he told him? How he had to get his house out of foreclosure. After he done dissed this dude. Saying this man robbed him and all that. So that's why I be trying to tell dudes, these rappers is an illusion with them. They don't really got money, they pop. See, a rapper back in the days had money. Streamers is making rapper money right now. Why you think all these Casa not dudes, these chicks, they leaving these rappers? You broke. Let me get me a streamer. Let me get me an athlete. I know they money ain't gonna never get low. But you rappers? Nah, I don't need you. You broke. And they broke. And then they going to jail. It's crazy. It's hard. Harsh. But hey, it is what it is. So, let me talk about this mysonne thing. So I saw a video with Hocus brother, S1, did a joint on mysonne. You know. Oh, and let me say this too. mysonne, right? Mr. Gun up in the right palm, lefty. Kill niggas, desperado style. .com, right? Now this is a dude that had a career buzz back in the 90s, right? I'm not gonna lie, he had a buzz. I remember when he was in Source Magazine, Unsigned Hype and all that. He was on the Rough Riders Volume 1. You know, Mace album, Double Up, the Violators album, right? But he went to jail for robbing a taxi driver. He went to jail for robbing a taxi driver, right? He comes out of jail. He tries his hand in battle rap. It don't work. He tried his hand in Bang Bang Boogie. It didn't work. Because they let Rick Ross come to Castle Hill. And 50, who was co-signing him at the time, made sure that that deal didn't go through. That's why Hocus and his brother was upset that they allowed that to happen. And nobody stopped that. So, with all that being said, mysonne had to find something. What did he find? activism, right? He said, okay, I can't be a rapper. I can't be a successful rapper. So let me become a fake social activist. Let me become the Al Sharpton of the hood. Y'all bangs with Central C. He fire. Let me be the social activist of the hood. Now, my people don't know my story. They don't know I robbed a taxi driver with a beer bottle, a broken beer bottle, right? I cried in the courtroom after I robbed this taxi driver, right? I had Chris Lighty, salute OG. I rock with Chris Lighty, and you know, Tone from Queens was his manager, right? Shout out to Tone, right? Because Tone and Chris Lighty was both managing him, right? So these dudes managed me. And I effed up money to go rob a taxi cab driver. So my son was a holier than thou type of person, right? Holier than thou. And the funny part about it is this, right? That my son, this is real. He wanted to beef with Trinidad James. He wanted to beef with, who's the other one? Soulja Boy, Tory Lanez, Troy Ave, right? Because he feel like he wanted to be the spokesman. But my son don't tell people this story. This is exclusive, y'all. This is an exclusive story. My son don't tell a story, you know, after he did his Funk Flex freestyle on Alpo, he doesn't tell a story when he was at a event that Alpo was at. Yeah, Poe, yeah. Albert Martinez, yeah. He was in an event in the same building as Albert Martinez, and he ran up out of that spot when he saw Albert Martinez up in there. Yeah, Poe made him run up out of there because he didn't want to have a conversation. And Poe basically wanted to have the conversation. And he didn't want to have the conversation with Poe. He didn't want to have a conversation. So when I came to Clubhouse and I told my son on Clubhouse, yo, my son, why you didn't want to have a conversation with Poe? Because Poe wanted to holler at you. Why you didn't want to have a conversation? He said, yo, I don't want to have no conversation with a rat. But he didn't tell the audience that he ran up out the spot when he saw Poe. And he ran very quickly. Very quickly. In fact, they got that on video. And if they feel like it, they may put it out there. So the world could see the gangster but woke though rap activist was running for his life about the spot. Yeah, he was running for his life because when he saw Poe, he got the hell up out the building. Yes. Gangster but woke though. As we like to say, I'm raised by OGs. He's gangster but woke though, but raised by OGs. No, he ran about the spot when he saw Mr. Martinez. He ain't had nothing to say when he saw that man. He had nothing to say when he saw that man. He ain't want no problems. But that's the rap activist, the gangster but woke though dude. It's the gangster but woke though dude. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's a dude that talk hella tough. It's a dude that be rapping like he official. Nigga, you robbed a cab driver. And you got beat up by a white boy on camera. Let's keep it real. Y'all didn't see the video? He said the nigga grabbed my nuts. He said the white dude grabbed his nuts, but he was screaming and hollering. What he was saying? Ah! 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 He was screaming and hollering on that video. Y'all need to go watch that video, man. Watch that video with mysonne. The white dude beating. Yo, the white dude took him down. mysonne I thought mysonne had a knuckle game. Where he be talking. White boy grabbed that nuts. Had that man screaming and hollering. I'm going to put that video on my Instagram. I want people to see that. You know, I got the video with, like, yo, bro. Did y'all ever see the video when he was in Harlem on 125th? Did y'all ever see that video? I think I might do a collage on my page. And I want people to see the video when dude ran down on him. The little dude. By Jimmy Jazz. I had it on my channel, if y'all remember, right? And the dude was looking for Trife, but Trife had left. Him and Trife got into an argument. Trife don't even mess with son. I don't know if he still mess with him. But when he ran down on him on 125th, right? And this is facts. He said, yo, I don't care about none of that. Y'all niggas violated my sister. He was copping pleas. Young boy was ready to let it blow. He was copping pleas. He was like, nah, brother, nah, I got sisters too. He was copping pleas. Young boy was ready to pop mysonne head off on camera. He was itching. Him and his men, they was itching. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why when I listen to mysonne, like, I'm not surprised people is exposing mysonne. That was bound to happen. Y'all gotta understand, he gangster but woke though, but he a fraud though. Let's get that clear. How you gangster but woke, but you a fraud. You a fraud. Big fraud. So now, I want to get into Cuban Link. I've been watching his channel. This is my thing. I don't got an issue with Cuban Link, right? But I tell Cuban Link this, bro. How long you gonna keep talking about Fat Joe? It's looking like an obsession, brother. Now, mind you, like I said, I stand on what I said about Liza Rios. I'm gonna keep it real with you. If the sisters say that you didn't do mouth to mouth for her brother when he died in that house, you let that man die like Ivan Drago. If he dies, he dies. And then your son that y'all have together is dissing his father, and you not stopping him for doing that, I can't respect a woman that's doing something like that. This man gave Miss Jones his royalties. Now, nobody would have known that. Facts, King Don. Nobody would have known that Big Pun gave all his money and all his royalties to Miss Jones if it didn't get exposed on Nori's platform. And it didn't get exposed on Big Face Gary's show. So you mean to tell me that this woman talk about Fat Joe, and that this man who was her husband didn't trust her that much that he gave all his royalties to Miss Jones? That right there shows that he didn't trust Liza. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it all the way real. So, I was watching Cuban Link's platform, and he had TA up there. Now, Pan and Chop Miss Jones from Hot 97, King Don. Miss Jones, you know Miss Jones, that Dougie Fresh is smashing. That's a fact. Liza was messing with Pun's half brother. That's a fact. His sister said that. And she told me that. Me and her had a conversation behind the scenes. We was going to do an interview, but it didn't fall through. But she told me that behind the scenes, that she was doing a lot of, and she believed that Liza had a hand in something. Pun was smashing that, King Don. Pun was smashing that. Pun was paying her rent and all that. Pun was smashing. And she said she got the paperwork and all that she got the royalties to that nigga. So if Pun wasn't messing with his wife like that, and I'm gonna keep it real. Now when I listen to It's So Hard, when he said, yo, the titties I bought for my wife, they mines. Now I know who he was talking about. He wasn't talking about Liza. He was talking about Miss Jones. He got her body right. All right? So when I was listening to It's So Hard, niggas want to crush, niggas want to fuck my wife, niggas want to take my life, and it's so hard. Every time I hear that record, I now got to say, oh, nah, he ain't talking about his wife. He talking about Miss Jones. When he said, yo, them titties, he said, those mine, you heard? Yeah. So, yeah, Big Pun loved Miss Jones more than he loved his wife. So that's crazy, but that's not surprising though. Hey, listen, Biggie love Charlie Baltimore, love Kim, and love Faith. So, let's keep it real. When I hear them talk about Big, even though Big done smacked up Kim, done, that was about to knock out Faith over that Tupac shit, they still show Big love and say, yo, Big was a good nigga. You ain't never heard them say that, yo, Big kicked my ass. You heard? That, I'm being honest. You ain't never heard them say, yo, Biggie kicked my ass. Biggie gun butted me. Nah, we had a crazy love. We used to argue, but I love that nigga Big. Kim put the nigga, see, that's how you know them women is thorough bitches. I ain't gonna lie. Kim and Faith and Charlie Boy, they some thorough ass bitches. Kim said, yo, she put his mother, his kids as executive producers on her projects. Let's keep it real. That's thorough right there. They ain't come out there and say, yo, I'ma violate and say, yo, my husband, that's why Liza ain't got no good karma. Now back to Cuban Link. Let's get back to him. So I'm watching a live stream and I'm seeing him and the dude TA going in on Fat Joe. Now this is my opinion on this, right? Y'all sound like bitter baby mamas, bro. I understand Gene Deal gave a lot of dudes a lane, right? To vent and speak their grievances. Gene Deal gave dudes a lane to speak their grievances. And I understand that. Gene, I understand he mad about the D Ferg situation. But like a couple of my big bros said, man, that ain't had nothing to do with Gene for him to be mad at Puff. Real talk. So, because Puff did right by Gene, right? And he said it. He said, Puff did right by me. But he's upset with Puff, and I get it. I don't got no beef with Gene. Shout out to Gene. I rock with Gene. Gene, my guy. But Gene, come on, bro. We got to call it out. And I call Gene up, and we chop it up. Don't get it twisted. I call Gene up. That's my guy. I support. I got all his books. I got both of his books, the first one and the second one. But I'm going to be honest, Gene Listen, Gene promoting the liquor now. You see Gene promoting his liquor? It's like, yo, Gene, come on, bro. You was talking about Puff and Ciroc. Now you out here promoting your liquor. You got me scratching my head a little bit. But I get it. I ain't knocking Gene. Gene, get your money. But come on, that's kind of foul, though. Because like you said, you, Wolf, and everybody was eating. He didn't do you dirty. The man said it. You know? It's crazy. But hey, it is what it is. You know? I get it. You know, Gene, I get it. He wanted the bag. I can't knock him. He want the bag. A lot of people want the bag. We in the bag era. We want the bag. It's the bag, you know? But back to what I was saying about Cuban Link. He a bitter baby mama, yo. It's a bitter baby mama. And when I hear him and the dude TA talking, it's a lot of dry snitching going on. It's a lot of dudes not keeping it official. Let's keep it real. Like Cuban not keeping it official. Like, let's keep it real, Cuban. You know what you was doing. You know why you got cut in the face. Yo, listen. Y'all don't see Sunkiss coming out saying anything about Fat Joe. Notice that, man. Sunkiss and Joe had a real fight. You don't see, and Sunkiss really ran with Pun. Real talk. They don't talk about Sunkiss. You know why? Because he ain't going to do all that with old boy doing. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going to do all that. Even though him and Joe, they big bro, come on, man. Is old boy. You know? But they not going to do the trolling. They not going to do the trolling. You know? Cuban Link doing the trolling. He better. You know what I'm saying? Sunkiss and Joe, if you know the Sunkiss and Joe story, they had a wrestling match. You know? Showbiz was the referee. You know? R.I.P. Charlie Rock. Showbiz was the referee. And they squashed it. They squashed it. But Cuban, it's been 24, 23? How many years it been since he got cut? What was it, 24, 23 years old? Like, that happened at an Angie Martinez release party, album release party in 2001. I don't know if it was at Carbon's or it was Jimmy's Cafe, right? But that happened in 2001, 2002, right? He got cut. Dogs, let it go. You know, it's bad enough that the knockout shit happened with you and the dude from BX Fight Club, right? BX Hove, they used to run with 50, right? That happened. Now, you and the dude TA, y'all talking reckless. You know, y'all going in, which I went in on you know, y'all going in on Lord Jamar. Y'all going in on everybody. But my thing is this, right? TA, you bitter because you ain't have a rap career. Now, mind you, ladies and gentlemen, this is the thing that I don't understand. Like, dude, if y'all felt that way about Joe, and y'all felt that way about Joe, this is the thing I gotta tell niggas. Y'all know where Joe be at. This is my thing. Everybody talk greasy about Fat Joe, right? And I don't got a dog in the fight. I tell y'all, I don't got a dog in that fight because it ain't my fight, right? You know what I'm saying? My step-pops grew up with the nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I don't got a dog in that fight. But dudes talking about Percy, that man's deceased, right? R.I.P. to him, right? Why would y'all talk about that man in a disrespectful way? Talking about, yo, he got hit in the head by the all right, he got hit. Yes, he did get hit. But why would y'all do that? Talk about that type of story, knowing that that man is deceased. You understand what I'm saying? Percy cannot defend himself. You understand what I'm saying? That's not what real niggas do. You know? Y'all putting out Pistol Pete business. You know what I'm saying? Y'all really not showing y'all real niggas, man. I understand y'all bitter like baby mamas. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? But I know y'all niggas want to get back with Joe. Y'all want to get back with Joe. But y'all know y'all done violated to the point that Joe not going to rock with y'all. You understand what I'm saying? And Cuban know what he did, know what happened to him, and he need to go handle that with the dude that cut him. The dude that cut him is still alive. Go handle that with the man that cut you, brother. You understand what I'm saying? That's the thing I don't be getting with these dudes. Don't get mad at dudes and want to put it on Joe. My thing is with this, with dudes, is that they all up in their feelings. Like bitter baby mamas. You understand what I'm saying? Like, TA, you sound like a bitter baby mama. I can't respect no nigga like that. I just can't. When I heard the TA dude talk, I'm like, yo, you sound like bitter baby mama, nigga. Let's keep it real, son. You hating on dude. You saying what dude did, son. You sound like a bitter baby mama. You know what I'm saying? Cuban, you know why you got cut, bro. You was flirting with your wife. Let's keep it all the way real. All right, niggas ain't telling the truth. All right, you was flirting with some wife, and that's why you got cut. Let's really tell it what it is. Okay? Let's really like niggas be like, yo, Gotti, son, don't sugarcoat. I'ma tell it what it is. Cuban Link got cut because he was eyeing Joe's wife at Jimmy's, my nigga. And them niggas let you have it, bro. And you know if Pun was alive, you would have got the business. All right? You know you would have got the business. If Pun was alive and you did that, you know you would have got the... Pun was not jacking you for that. You know that Twin was your twin. That you know that Joe was Pun twin. Nigga, they try to kill a nigga. I know niggas in the chat remember this. They almost killed the nigga in the Bronx. Was it the Bronx or Manhattan? At the Puerto Rican Day Parade? They almost killed the nigga. Them TS niggas. Them dudes ain't play them type of game. They stomped the nigga out in the tunnel for trying to get at Pun wife in the tunnel. So you know you was in violation, bro. You was in violation. And that's why you got cut. Tell the truth why you got cut. See, I don't like when niggas be lying and they don't tell the truth. Tell the truth why you got cut. You was trying to holler at Pun at Joe's wife. I forgot it wasn't Pun wife, it was Joe's wife. Pun wife was smashing Pun half brother. You was trying to smash Joe's wife. And niggas found out. And that's why you got what you got on your face. See, one thing about Bullets Gotti, bro, we gonna tell the truth. Now, TA, I don't know why you felt, but I heard you was doing some sneak thieving, nigga. That's what happened with TA, bro. You was doing some sneak thieving. Let's keep it real. Son was doing some sneak thieving. TA was doing some sneak thieving. Let's get that clear. All right? And you ain't telling the whole story that Percy and them put the beats on you, homie. Tell the real story. Percy put the beats on you, homie. That's why you try to like diminish Percy, but you know Percy a real gangster nigga, bro. Been a gangster nigga. All right? That's why you bitter, because Joe cut you off. He stopped rocking with you. You was sleeping on his couch. Let's get it right. All right? You try to diminish Percy. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Percy. You try to disrespect and try to violate. That ain't real nigga shit, trying to say, oh, the man got hit in the head by security and the nigga was crying and they ain't do nothing. And like, you try to like play, you try to play a real nigga, bro. That nigga would have dog walked you, just like he dog walked the two-time nigga. Yeah, he dog walked why he got, and R.I.P. Percy, bro. I ain't gonna put the nigga that he dog walked in the club and his mans got panicked and that's why he stabbed Percy. But the nigga that he dog walked was Casanova mans. And he dog walked that nigga and grabbed him by his two-time chain and dragged him. And he was so embarrassed that his mans did that to Percy. R.I.P. Percy. That's why you don't see that nigga outside in no clubs. The two-time nigga. He's outside in no clubs. Because he know niggas want to get at that. He's low-key. He's in Miami right now. Yeah. Real talk. So, like I tell people all the time, man, these niggas don't understand, bro. Don't get mad. Facts, Vito. Don't get mad and try to say shit about Joe when, nigga, you ain't staying up to Joe like a real nigga, bro. Y'all two bitter baby mamas, nigga. Y'all two bitter baby mamas. Cuban, you ran the, nigga, you went online and said you ran to L.A. to link up with Suge Knight because you needed protection, my nigga. Let's keep it real, bro. Let's keep it all the way real, bro. Let's keep it all the way real, my nigga. A lot of y'all niggas be telling on yourselves, bro. And y'all need to tell the truth. See, one thing about me and my platform, we tell the truth. Now, I'm off them niggas. I just wanted to vent on that. Now, I want to address the Gully TV nigga. Let's get to that. Let's get to that. That nigga Zip, I'm taking your slogan, nigga. That's my slogan for the night. Let's get to that. Weirdo ass nigga. Blue Boy run down on you and was about to... You know why Blue Boy ran down on Zip? Because he had a big mouth. That's why Blue Boy came up in that cell and told you what we gonna get into. And you did the right exact thing. You said, nah. Nah, we gonna do business. Yeah, you did business. You know what it was. So, let's get to this nigga Gully TV. Because I'm going to say the other nigga, the last. The Hassan Campbell nigga. We going to air that nigga out. But I'm going to say, I'm going to get to the Gully TV nigga. Let's get to him. So, Gully TV. This nigga here is like a serial dick rider. Like, he's a dick hoster. Like, this the nigga that Jimmy Henchman gets on the phone with this nigga, right? And he starts talking peaceful, right? But he turns the volume up. This how you know he a scary nigga, right? Because ain't no real nigga moving like the way he was moving on that phone with Jimmy, right? So he start talking real civilized with the nigga on the phone, right? He like, yeah, you know, I'm Muslim, man, and you know, I'm doing a documentary. And then the nigga Jimmy said some shit to him, some gangster shit. And then, you know, he started turning into a phone thug. Yeah, nigga, yeah, you ain't gonna talk to me like that. Yo, you was a sucker. You ain't gonna talk to me like that. And I take that as a threat. What? You threatening me? Now this is the same nigga, right? Let's get this clear, ladies and gentlemen. This is the same nigga that told my peoples at the Beat 139, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to go live. He told them, don't go live with me. So he didn't go live. His interview was a pre-recording. I was on the Beat 139 2 times. Each time I was on there, we went live. Y'all saw The Haven pulled up on me. Shout out to The Haven. The first time I was up there, I met Clearwater Fresh. But the second time I was up there, The Haven pulled up. And we was live, right? Gully goes up there. He with 2 females, but he don't want to go live. He don't want to go live. Jamel Lindsay didn't want to go live, ladies and gentlemen. He was scared. He was so scared because he didn't know if niggas was going to get at him. He petrified, right? Now, this is the nigga that he just he's a dick rider, bro. Like niggas be like, yo, Gotti, why you go at that nigga? I'm like, yo, bro, I have no problem with this weird nigga. You understand what I'm saying? I supported this weird nigga. He had a video. This before I lost my second channel with Stan Spit and Herb McGruff. That shit had like 100 views in 3 hours. I shared that shit. That shit got 2,000 views on my page. That nigga thanked me for that, right? I goes on a nigga platform. He like, I don't fuck with you, nigga. Right? Shout out to my dude Vito in the building. I don't fuck with you, nigga. That's what he said, right? But this nigga's upset because this nigga had a gay temper tantrum with his boyfriend in the crib because a nigga got caught on video saying, bye, bitch, bye, 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 bitch. That's what he said on the camera. So, when I look at the nigga Gully, right, and I feel bad for the nigga sometimes. Like, I'm like, yo, bro, you know, I don't really got no issue with this nigga. But the nigga just a jealous bitch. You know what I'm saying? He just a jealous bitch. So when I did the shout out to my brother Sub-Zero, I gotta plug Sub in, cause me and Sub did some legendary shit on the internet, bro. All right. So when I did the joint with Sub, oh, this nigga was in his feels. Yo, this nigga Gully said, this is what this nigga said. He said, the nigga Alpo love them Harlem diplomat niggas. Sub, you lied. You lied, my nigga. That nigga love them Harlem diplomat niggas. That's not what happened. So when you listen to the audio, right? When you listen to the audio, right? When you listen to the audio with Poe on the phone, Poe like, I pulled up on him. Now, Sub played the audio. Gully ain't had nothing to say after that. Because he got exposed. Because he lied. Gully, you let a... Listen, bro. You back down from a big muscle-bound dude in your hood. You ain't want no issues with the nigga. Dude came to get the squabbling with you. You ain't want to squabble with the nigga. You ain't want to shoot no fair one with the big nigga. The big nigga wanted to knock your head off, and you was like, nah, nigga, I'm fly, nigga. I ain't trying to, nigga, you ain't want to fight. You got back in your motherfucking busted down hoopty. Like, the homies told me, you came up there to Academic Studio, nigga, you took the train up there, bro. I talked to this nigga, yo, bro, everything I love. If Ab put that episode out, I talked to this man on the phone. This man was upset because I said Haitian Jack was a snitch. And he felt that I shitted on his project, that he was hurt by that because he spent all his money to go to Dominican Republic to be a groupie to Haitian Jack. The same Haitian Jack that was going to extort him, right? And when he came back to the States, he cut ties with this nigga. This is the same nigga that when he got on the thing, he was talking crazy about Jack, right? But he went out there, was dick eating, saying, yo, let me get that Tupac treatment. You heard what this nigga said, right? He said, yo, let me get that Tupac treatment. That's what he told Jack. He said, yo, let me get that Tupac. When I come out there, let me get that Tupac treatment, right? So when Jack was going to give him that Tupac treatment, Tupac wasn't going for that extortion thing. Oh, he got shook and changed numbers on Jack. Because Jack wanted PC on that project. He wanted PC. He wanted PC. So, push past the bummer clot. Sherm the Worm. Now, before he hooked up with Sherm the Worm, y'all know he went to Prodigy funeral, right? He up there with the infamous mob. Shout out Ty Nitty, you know, and you know, Ungambino and Twin, and you know what I'm saying, and you know, Godfather. Shout out to them, right? So he out there with them, right? Outside singing Mobb Deep with these niggas, right? Singing Mobb Deep with these niggas. Outside right in the street with them, singing Mobb Deep. Vibing with them. Fast forward, 2019, 2020, he on the phone with Sherm. Sherm going in on Godfather, on P. He going in. But he don't tell you that Sherm in them pockets. You figure deal me? Sherm and Lake is in them pockets. You feel me, right? Sherm in them pockets. He gotta eat. He up north. Ain't nobody feeding Sherm. Gully sending him paper. Right? I think Sherm wanted more, and he cut ties from Sherm. Cut ties from Sherm. But he was in them pockets. See, Gully is so much an extortion victim. Let's keep it real. He's an extortion victim. See, them Philly niggas, OBH and them, had the press game on Gully. You heard? They had the press game on Gully. That man couldn't go to Philadelphia at all. Him and Erna was dealing with the same girl. I told you, I got the messages with this nigga. This bum ass nigga ain't had no V. He don't got no V. You heard? He got no V. I got where the nigga rests his head at. I got the pictures of the crib and all that. You feel me? He got no V. Right? He calls that crib the Gully TV headquarters. Right? This dude running around acting like he balling like that, talking about the dribble, but he out here wearing thrift store polo, thrift store clothes. He telling niggas about what he had to think? Drug dealer sneakers. When that nigga had sneakers that corner boy niggas wore, and now with the real drug dealer niggas wore, right? This is a dude that is mad that certain dudes don't want to do an interview. He want to go and diss Meech, and he want to D-ride all these dudes. He did a bullshit ass murder unit interview. Shout out to MU. Did a bullshit ass murder unit interview, right? And this nigga be telling you he the dribble. How you the dribble, son? How you the dribble and you duck your face? How you the dribble and Jack was in your pockets, my nigga? Huh? How you the dribble and them DC niggas was on your top, bro? DC niggas was on your top, bro. Kurt Bone ain't gonna save you, homie. Let's get that clear. Kurt Bone ain't gonna save you, homie. All right? And you was in a relationship with that white dude you was in a hotel room with. That's my son, nigga. That nigga had his shirt off. You was in the road with your shirt off. Y'all was making love. Y'all was looking very intimate in that bed, Gully. You talking about things you know nothing about, right? I seen this dude talk about what he was talking about. He just like the dude that used to be on Instagram, the Mechapolis dude. He was getting extorted by niggas with salt and pepper hair. But you talking about Peanut and how he got the bracelet and all that, and the Tupac shit, and you got your information wrong, nigga. You was with Jack, he'd tell you who was extorting who. All right? He would tell you how son got that bracelet. Yeah, he was getting extorted, Vito, we know. So I tell these dudes, just like I tell y'all about telling Blanco getting extorted, these internet platforms like Gully TV, these dudes be getting extorted by these street niggas. So it's just like when Suge extort niggas, right? He not extorting everybody. He's extorting niggas that ain't coming to him like a man. See, Gully, you don't be coming to niggas like a man. You be coming to niggas like a bitch. So when you come to a nigga like a bitch, of course they gonna be in your pockets extorting you, nigga. You heard? You mad at Charleston White, but Charleston White ain't getting extorted, homie. You get extorted by the street niggas you interview. That's why now you want to interview rappers. Because you know you done burnt your bridges with the street niggas. You done burnt your bridges with the street niggas. Let's keep it real. You can't walk through Philly. Philly niggas ain't rocking with you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really listen to this dude, Gully, man. Gully was a dude that if y'all really know his story of how he got locked up for selling drugs on the school premises and giving drugs to underage kids, right? That's what he basically went to jail for, right? Gully TV brother-in-law, or whatever you want to say it is, brother-in-law, or the uncle of his son, gets murdered. His son is in the house. Gully don't tell his story. My people let me know about this story. His son is in the house in the back room when the uncle gets murdered. I give my condolences because that's what somebody would do, a real nigga would do. This nigga don't care that much about his son. He said people die and all type of nonsense. So if the little nigga die, the little nigga die. My cousin was locked up with Gully's son, right? He ain't put no money on his son books. Son was in jail. He put no money on his son books. That's locked up. And got caught up in an indictment. But he talking all about money this, dribble that. But that nigga ain't got his family in order. Sucker nigga. Sucker nigga. Nigga talking shit about my nigga Grade 8 guard. Shout out to Grade 8 guard. That's my nigga. That's my dog. You know what I'm saying? He talking heavy about my nigga Grade 8 guard, right? This nigga copping please the Grade 8 guard. Real talk. Copping please. Worse, nigga, he just like Bunky Essay. Nigga copping please the Grade 8 guard, bro. Nigga said, we Muslim. And I'm practicing Ramadan. That's what he told Grade 8 guard. We Muslim. And I'm practicing Ramadan. And I'm not dealing with the fitna. Right? Now, mind you, he talk all this spicy shit about niggas. He's another Hassan Campbell. They talk spicy, and then they cop it after they talk spicy. You heard? They cop it after they talk spicy. I don't want no problems. It's just internet shit. You know what I'm saying? He thought he was going to get an interview with Alpo. He fell out with Cavario. Shout out to Cavario. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cavario. You know, he thought that he was going to get an interview with Cavario to get the pole joint. And he didn't get that, right? So he started talking greasy about Cavario, right? But in the beginning, that's big bro. That's the homie. See, I tell people all the time, man, Gully just exposed the type of character nigga he is. He a little hoe nigga, man. Nigga 40-something years old, got jerseys hanging in the wall. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Nigga went at Cavario, thought he was going to get cool points, going to get Kevin Childs on his channel. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never got Kevin on his channel. Listen, man. Gully been doing this shit for how long, bro? And it ain't pop for him. You know what I'm saying? He try to talk greasy. This is how you know this nigga's a clown, right? He had an interview with the chick, right? Mac Breezy, right? Now, Mac Breezy dubbed him. You talk greasy about shorty, she dubbed your platform. He was so tight that she dubbed his platform. Oh, this nigga was in his feels, dog. He was in his feels that shorty ain't go on his platform. He felt some type of way. You know what I'm saying? But like I tell niggas, man, Gully salty, man. He mad at me because of the legendary move that me and the homie did. Shout out to Sub-Zero on product. He's salty about that. I'll be salty too. Like my nigga Sub say, nigga, you look like a Smurf, gay Isaac Hayes, nigga. You look like Smurf in the face. You a gay ass Isaac Hayes Smurf looking nigga. It's all right. Shorty ain't want to come on your platform. You was waiting all night. She said you exploited her for views and she wasn't coming on your platform. You got salty. You got in your feels and talk about she having some mental health issues. No, nigga. She ain't want to come on your bum ass platform, nigga. You ain't the dribble, nigga. You saw them numbers with me and Sub, nigga, and you got salty. And then when the audio came out, nigga, you got super duper salty, nigga. He was super mad. That nigga did a whole live. Nigga sound like he was about to cry. Sub is a liar. That nigga lied. That nigga lied. That nigga Poe loved it. Them diplomat Harlem niggas. In his feelings. I be in my feelings too, nigga. If I lied and said something that what it was, and it wasn't, let's keep it real. Let's keep it all the way real. You know what I'm saying? That nigga salty. He trying to do a sports show with Zip, thinking you Cam and Mace, nigga. Y'all not Cam and Mace. Y'all not even on Gilly and Wallow level, nigga. So y'all damn sure ain't on Cam and Mace level, nigga. They ain't gonna work. Ain't nobody checking for y'all sports show, my nigga. Y'all niggas thought, oh, let's do a sports show and let's act like Cam and Mace, nigga. Y'all ain't getting endorsement deals. Stop it, bro. Niggas ain't hollering at y'all for no deals, nigga. Nobody wanna watch y'all niggas. Nobody wanna watch y'all niggas. Nobody wanna watch y'all niggas. Stop it. What you need to do, Gully, is do what you was doing like Scheme Team, bro. Continue being a door dasher and get your money from DoorDash. You heard? You funny. Oh, yeah. Vito. Listen, bro. Let me tell y'all something about Zip, man. I'm about to talk about him, too. Now, y'all know when he was talking that Big Nose Troy thing, and he was talking about, you know, the Bimmy situation. Well, a certain somebody that's affiliated with Son, right? And I'm gonna keep it real. He from the Young Guns, right? And he's somebody cousin from the Young Guns. And he confronted Zip, ran down on him in the spot, and he made that nigga stop talking about things he don't know nothing about. And that nigga ain't never been outside after that. Yeah. See, y'all remember Champ ran down on Zip. Let's keep it real. Champ ran down on Zip. When you look at Zip and you say to yourself, yo, hold on. We about to go in. Fuck it, y'all. We going in tonight. It's the Bullets Gotti show. We going in. Hold on. Now, let's keep it all the way real, right? I want y'all to look at this picture. Make sure y'all tap that screen. Tap that screen, y'all. I want y'all to look at this picture right here. Shot me and Zip with the drip. Hold on. Now, y'all see that, right? It's the nigga Germ right there. The extortion. That's the extortion victim right in the middle. The Germ nigga. Y'all know who this is. This rap is Supreme Nephew Corleone, right? And you know who this nigga is in the end. You see that nigga? He got the jail look. Nigga got the beefing Brock Timbs on with the green camo pants and $100 Lacoste hoodie on. No chain, no watch. They just finally gave that nigga a chain, right? And these niggas got designer on, watch, chain, watch. The Spanish niggas got the chains on and the watch. This nigga here got none of that on. Let's get this clear. This the fresh out the methadone clinic right there. You see that? I told you, this is the fresh out the methadone clinic look. Okay? The fresh out the methadone clinic. This is the nigga that y'all talking about. This is the nigga that y'all talking. That's the let's get to that nigga. How all the Spanish niggas got the jury, nigga, and you ain't got shit. Something ain't right with that. How do the Spanish niggas got the watches, the chains, the cars? They popping bottles. And you out here looking like a fiend. I can't go for that. I'm like, hold on, said I can't go for that. No can't do. No can't do. You got Champ running down on you. Come on, bro. Champ ran down on this nigga. What is we talking about? You staying in the crib where you got cat litter, cat pissing and shit. You smelling that all night. You smoking dirty ass weed. That nigga smoking dirty weed. Them niggas call you to come out because they feel bad. They like, yo, Zip, go come out. Like, look, come on, man. Look at this nigga, bro. Look at this nigga, bro. Just look at this nigga. Look at this nigga. Look at this nigga. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You got a little ass chain on your neck and a pinky ring. Make it make sense. A little ass chain on your neck and a pinky ring. You can't make this shit up, bro. A little ass chain on your neck and a fake pinky ring. Make that make sense, ladies and gentlemen. Make that make sense. Them niggas got big chains on their neck and they gave you a little ass chain. That's a little name. That look like a little nameplate chain, my nigga. And a pinky ring. Y'all can't make that shit up, beloved. And you working for NYCHA. Come on, bro. Nigga, Sherm the Worm kicked you out the whip. Remember that, ladies and gentlemen. Sherm the Worm kicked you out the whip. Let's get that clear. You turned Muslim after Sherm the Worm kicked you out the whip. You thought 50 was going to sign you or do business with you, and he did not out with you. You heard? So, how we listening to a nigga? You a joke, nigga. You ain't even the realest. You ain't the realest nigga to come out your hood, nigga. John Cuff is, nigga. Apps is, nigga. God, nigga. Big D. Billy Bang, nigga. Tata. Them is niggas that is official out of your hood, nigga. You running around acting like you was like them niggas. You was a snitch, and your brother's a snitch goon. You a snitch and he a snitch. Y'all snitch goons. I don't know no nigga, especially in the late 90s, that got 5 years probation for a homicide. I don't know no nigga that get in the late 90s, nigga. 5 years probation for a homicide in the late 90s in New York State. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You out there sucking Tanar dick. A rat. You should have heard this nigga. saluting Tenard. Tenard is a rat. Let's get that clear. Facts, Vito. Tenard is a rat. You over there jacking Tenard. You heard? Y'all should have heard this nigga. How he was jacking Tenard. Tomorrow, yeah, I know the nigga that killed Jam Master J. Yeah. You jacking a fucking rat. A nigga that told on a nigga in an article. Let's keep it real. Like I said, bro, the realest niggas from your hood, the niggas that made noise in Corona, was Big D. Y'all know who Big D is, Death Row East. Cuff. Billy Bang. You know? Tata. And Apps, a.k.a. God, that went to Boston. Those was them niggas from your neck of the woods. You, sir, wasn't. Just keep it real. Just keep it real. I don't hate on no Eminem, bro. You wasn't. You know what I'm saying? And you running around like you is that nigga, and you not, homie. How people, like, let's keep it real, bro. You went to jail. This is why I look at him and Gully. It's like, yo, nigga, look what you niggas went to, look what this nigga went to jail for, bro. Nigga, you went to jail for robbing niggas, civilian niggas in Queens for they wallet, a Casio watch. Let's get this clear. He robbed a nigga for a Casio watch, a little ass chain, a Metro card, and I think they took a nigga wallet and $50 in a purse. Y'all did some crackhead shit. You and your brother. Y'all went to jail on a crackhead robbery. Okay? On a crackhead robbery. Y'all didn't run up in a coke spot and had niggas on the ground say, yo, nigga, we run up in the spot, we laying everything down. Y'all ain't run up in no coke spot, nigga. Y'all robbed niggas for $50, a Casio watch, a small chain, and a leather jacket. Crackhead shit. That ain't real nigga shit, dogs. Niggas listening to this nigga say, yo, nigga, Zip a real nigga, B. How he a real nigga? He robbed a nigga for bullshit, bro. For bullshit. A Casio watch? Let's keep it real. A Casio watch. You robbed a nigga for a Casio watch, a leather jacket, a little ass chain, and $50. Your first case, you ain't catch nobody. You and your brother got 5 years probation on that case. And I'm trying to figure out in Pataki Giuliani era, how you get 5 years probation in 1998 for homicide. My cousin, I keep telling you, because my cousin got arrested around the same time. He got arrested right before y'all niggas. He got arrested 9-5. Got arrested in 9-5 for the Queen Latifah shit. They robbed Queen Latifah for the BMW, shot a bodyguard who was her boyfriend at the time for the BMW, got that attempt murder. My cousin did 21 years. My cousin Rocky, he did 21 years off of that case, right? And he was the same age as you niggas. He was 15 going on 16. His co-defendant was 17. Them niggas was high. They left 5 Rockaway, went down there to motherfucking Harlem, 125th. They saw Queen Latifah bodyguard, who was her man at the time, thought they was joking. They got the drop. They did what it did, got the BMW, got locked up. You understand what I'm saying? And they did 21 years. Now, they ain't get, I don't know, bro. Yo, 88. I don't know, homie. He fighting his case right now. But Zip, you say you did and got 5 years probation on a homicide. Now, my cousin did an attempt murder and was charged as an adult. Ain't no such thing as no sealed documents, especially in them times. If a juvenile did a murder or an attempt in New York State, and this happened because of Willie Horton, you know, the Timmons twins, right, and motherfucking the Boldens, right? They changed the law. What was it? 86, 87? Was it 87, 88, 89? I think they changed the law in New York State where they charge youthful offenders as adults if they did attempt or murders. That's because of the Bolden brothers and the Timmons twins and the Willie Hortons, right? So when you got a nigga sitting up there saying some lie about, oh, I was a juvenile, nigga, unless you did a robbery or something that was a low type of felony case, yeah, they gonna have your documents sealed. But if you did an attempt murder or a murder in New York State, especially in the late to mid 90s, you was charged as an adult. Ain't no juvenile nothing. They wasn't going for that in New York State back then. All right? Everybody know that. Anybody. So when that nigga said that, and I asked that nigga, show me the paperwork, homie. That nigga was like, yo, man, get that nigga off the platform, man. Yeah, he couldn't show me because he know he done did some ratting. He done did some ratting. Him and his brother, they did some ratting. And they know they did some ratting. You understand what I'm saying? That's why he tried to front on, talk about Tata, this China from Connecticut. Nigga soft. He didn't say that when China was living. He ain't say that when Tata was living on the street. That nigga said what he said about Tata on Gully platform on the phone. He didn't show his face. He was on a telephone with that bitch nigga Gully. He ain't show face. You on the telephone. It's crazy. But like I said, man, nigga Zip is a bitch, my nigga. You gotta understand, bro. Come on, man. Gotta look at him, man. His father was a dope fiend. You know, a dope fiend robbing ass nigga. His mom's smoked crack and was prostituting. This is facts. His grandmother, and like this nigga talking about, oh, my grandmother. Nigga, listen, bro. Your grandmother took, niggas could read the article, my nigga. It ain't hard to find the article, bro. Your grandmother took you to the precinct, my nigga. All right? Took y'all to the precinct and y'all turned yourself in, bro. So stop with all that bullshit. She ain't hired y'all niggas. She took y'all to the precinct, my nigga. Y'all did some telling. And y'all got 5 years probation. And then when y'all did that crime in 2004, that's when you did real serious time. And the crime that you did that 18, 17 years for, y'all robbed civilians. Y'all didn't rob street niggas. Y'all robbed civilians. For a leather jacket, a Casio watch, $50, a purse, a pocketbook, a chain, and a Metro card, my nigga. That's what you went to jail for. You ain't go, like I said, you ain't run up in a coke spot. You ain't sell no drugs. You wasn't extorting no niggas. So how you a hooligan and how you a gangster, how you a street nigga? when you robbing civilians. Make it make sense, beloved. So, like I said, man, you and a nigga Gully, y'all both dookie chasers anyway. Cause Zip ain't fucking no bitches. He like dookie. Gully like dookie. Zip like dookie. Just like Hassan like dookie. These niggas like dookie. It is what it is. So now, I told y'all we saving the best for last. I'ma get on this nigga, Mr. Hassan Campbell. Cause he spoke about my name. I ain't say nothing about the nigga. You heard? I ain't say nothing about the nigga. The nigga must be was upset at what I said. So let me say this again, because he made a statement about 6ix9ine. See, this why I stopped fucking with Hassan Campbell. Because that nigga don't stand for nothing. At all. At all. Dude said on his platform in his last video, the one that he mentioned me on, he said that, yeah, 6ix9ine academics set it up. Me, Charleston White, and Wack 100. Now, you really think Charleston White want to sit down with you? He know you a sucker, and he know you ain't about nothing. So he ain't sitting down with you. You washed up, Hassan. Like, you got to look at this nigga, Hassan Campbell, right? That's why a lot of niggas going to start falling back. He's going to lose more supporters than a little bit. They falling back off that nigga, okay? Because he really exposing his true character. He's exposing that he like men. The more he talks, the more he telling you he loves to have sex with men. And his wife is a bed, whatever you want to call it. His wife is his shield of his homosexuality. So he like niggas, okay? This dude gets on a live and said on the channel, let's get this clear. He got on the channel. And I heard what he said. Let's get this all the way right. He said, out his own mouth, right, that bullets ain't helped me with nothing. That he ain't the reason why 6ix9ine and academics wanted to sit down with me. Let me explain something to y'all. The Wack 100 situation happened because Wack 100, and Wack will tell you, and he done said it many a times on Clubhouse and said it to on many platforms, that bullets brought Hassan Campbell to Clubhouse, which I did. And that's how him and Wack built the relationship off of me bringing him to Clubhouse. Let's get that clear. I brought dude to Clubhouse, right? And nobody really was checking for son at all. They wasn't reaching out for a song like that. Kwame was killing this nigga. Kwame Brown was killing this nigga. I called this nigga on a Saturday and said, yo, Wack wants you to come in the room. And he came. That's when he dissed Mama Duck. I brought him to the Clubhouse. Now, this dude always say he made Bullets Gotti, right? So if you made Bullets Gotti, make another Bullets Gotti. You see he hasn't made another Bullets Gotti. What he said? I'm going to make a nigga bigger than Bullets Gotti. Have y'all seen him made somebody bigger than Bullets Gotti yet? Y'all haven't, right? Because it ain't. It's never going to happen. Okay? Five God is his lover. He can't even make him big. Let's keep it real. Can't even make him big. You know what I'm saying? He can't blow nobody up. So, this dude said, I could make another Bullets Gotti. It's crazy. That's what he said. He said that. But he hasn't made one yet. So mind you, Hassan is a dude that lives in denial, right? This is a dude that at almost 49 years old, $48, about to be 49. He'll be 50 next year. Right? You know? So he said on his live, on his video, that Bullets lied, that he didn't bring me to Clubhouse, and that Hassan, that 6ix9ine of them was reaching out, right? Now, granted, how was academics and them reaching out to you when they ain't start reaching out to you until you did that Mama Duck on Clubhouse, and Wack was the one that got you on the nigga Axe platform? 6ix9ine would have been put you on a platform. He never put you on a platform until you was on. Let's keep it real. Until you was on Clubhouse with Wack 100. Now, mind you, like I said, boy is a delusional character, right? He got embarrassed online, right? The next day, he goes on Clubhouse. They violate him in a room. They violate him, saying, yo, how you let Bam do that to you? You know, they airing him out. You know? They airing him out. You know? They aired him out. And then he said, yo, Wack and them set me up. How they set you up? You went up there and you got played. You got played. And then you get mad that you got played. And now you want to reach out to do a whole interview with Wack, 6ix9ine, and academics in Charleston White so you can get embarrassed again. Make it make sense. A desperate man will do anything for desperation and attention and clout. Hassan Campbell's a desperate man that's on his last leg. He know it's over. He know the show is over. He knows. Like I told you, it's like, go play that song by Evelyn Champagne King. Show is over. The show is over. He know it's over. He knows that nothing can rejuvenate his career. Nothing could bring him back to prominence. His prominence is over with. You know? You can see with the numbers. He's exposing. Yo, son, he's so desperate that he's beefing with random niggas on Instagram and talking about how he want to sexually assault them, spit in their mouth, twirl them around, go in them, no Vaseline, straight raw. That's what he's saying, right? and really sodomize these dudes, right? He's that desperate that he wants to grab them by their throat and spit in their mouth like a female. That's how desperate he is. And dudes is like, I'm looking at the comments, dudes like, yo, I gotta unfollow you. Dudes is like, I gotta unfollow you. You wildin'. I gotta unfollow you. It's over. You done showed dudes that you trapped in a closet. You're not trapped in a culture. You're trapped in a closet. Haas. And you can't face the reality that it's getting worse. Women know that you like men. Men know you like men. It's getting worse, bro. You said it out your own mouth, bro. That your wife didn't get you hard. Okay? That your wife can't get you hard because you was thinking about Bam. You said out your own mouth that, what he said? He said, I can't be trusted around kids because when you was touched, you touch others. You said out your own mouth that let me stick my joint. And that's why I don't respect Kev Gills, because he's a soft nigga. Dude said you wanted to sodomize Kev Gills' son, right? You said you wanted to sodomize Doggy Diamonds. You said you want to sodomize every man online. Bro, you done said the most homosexual things that any man could say online that you can't even admit that you like boys. You like men. You're into men. And that you're so much, like they say, a homo thug or whatever, right? You so much want to be tough that you in denial. I told you, what I told you before, Hassan. I said, you the character in Prison Song, my nigga. You the nigga that's Q-Tip's homie in Prison Song. You remember the scene in Prison Song? Say, yo, God, we all do this in here. Yeah. You like the nigga in Prison Song, bro. You the type that'll kiss your mans on the lips. Like you want to do Derek. You probably kissed Derek on the lips. And you was trying to say, oh, no, I'm not gay, my nigga. It's like that movie, bro. When a dude said he wasn't gay. I forgot the name of that movie, bro. And he beat the dude up. The dude was his lover. But he didn't want to get it. Oh, Vito from The Sopranos. Yeah. Yeah. That was you. You Vito from The Sopranos. I told you that, Hassan. You Vito from The Sopranos. You don't feel comfortable exposing that you like dudes. Like Vito like the dudes. You is so much want to act like you Mr. Machismo, but you really like to slide up in them. You really want to slide up in them, Haas? And dudes is in your comment section laughing at you, unfollowing you. And they like, yo, what type time you on? Wait, what? You the one that said, oh, I denounced my son because he gay. But nigga, you not no shooter. Let's get this clear, son. You're not a killer. You said that to me on the phone. You're not a shooter, nigga. You ain't that. That ain't you, homie. You know that. Stop it. All right? Stop it. Stop with the shooter talk. That ain't you. That never was you, Hassan. You was shitty, pissy Poppy from Bronx River. You ain't get busy. And whatever Death of the Clout Chaser release that audio of X saying that you didn't get busy. Nigga, I'm trying to figure out how a Chicago nigga get the interview with Xavier Williams and you ain't get the interview with Xavier. Xavier from your projects. Why he ain't sit down with you? Huh? Why Sugar Ray said, and Joe Kid and Tax, my nigga, they saying you lying, bro. You never ran with B.O. Shout out to Tone. That ran with B. Nigga saying you never ran with him. Why you keep saying showbiz story when you ain't pick up no ratchet and went to war with no sex money murder niggas? And now there's certain niggas home, like BMO and many others is, you not saying nothing, homie. But you said all that about Pistol, how you backed him. You think niggas forgot what you said about Pistol? Think niggas forgot? Huh? You think niggas forgot what you said about Pistol Pete? Hmm? What you said, you backed him down in jail and all that? You ain't back no Pete down in jail, nigga. You know you ain't do that. You was out there, you got your tattoo Eric tatted on your arm. You was in the apartment with Bam jerking off, watching porno. That nigga say hit, you turned the porno on and started jerking off. Bam had you lifting weights, baby all on you. That's why you telling a nigga about you want to put baby oil on his back and all type of zesty talk. Because that's what you did with Bam. You put baby all over your body, lifting weights and jerking off. Because the nigga told you it make you strong, bro. You was the hoe. Let's keep it real. You was the hoe. And you have the nerve to come online and speak like you a gangster when you trap in the closet. Like that, with that song by Michael Jackson, keep it in the closet. That's you. That's you, nigga. You wanted to keep it in the closet, nigga. You know you wanted to keep it in the closet. You know what I'm saying? All right? Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. You always have flashbacks of you and Bam's relationship. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it all the way real. Let's keep it all the way real. Because I'm trying to really figure this out. A nigga that has sex and you let a nigga dodge you. I always go back to that. Dying. Because that's how you said you got died. You said I was too little. He couldn't get up in me. I was too little. But you let him dodge you, though. Let him dodge you. You like that. That's why you always talk about niggas stuffing they pickle and all type of talking about pickles and all that. You like talking like that. Because it turns you on. You love being the submissive bottom female that you were. You was the bottom bitch. Let's get that clear. You was the bottom hoe. You was the bottom hoe. And you is so much in denial that You can't get up out that closet. Can't get up out that closet, bro. You want to stay tight up in that closet. Come up out of that closet, bro. You like niggas. That's why you say, yo, I grab him by his neck. Yeah. Talking about spitting in his mouth. You know what you like. You a undercover blade. You a booty bandit. You a butt pirate. You like niggas. It's all right, Hassan. It's 2025, brother. Come on, bro. It's 2025. Just live your true self. You said it, bro. You don't fuck your bitch. You said that, bro. We know you don't fuck. You ain't fucking on nothing, bro. We know. You said it out your own mouth. You ain't fucking on nothing, nigga. You said, bro, you is thinking about Bam every time. You can't even get hard with your wife. You said it out your mouth. I would never as a man say I can't get hard with my wife. Pause. Like to tell men that I can't get hard with my wife in the bed because I'm still thinking about Bam is crazy to me. I don't think that's crazy. I understand it, bro. That's just like when you said that about the whole Derek thing, right? Let's talk about the Derek thing, right? Because I always go back to the Derek thing. I always look at his relationship with Five God, and then I look at his relationship with Derek, right? Now, Five God and him is homo thug gangsters, right? They fake gangsters and they homo thugs. Like Five God walk around with the long earrings. He's a submissive bitch. You know, the dog collar. He into that BDSM. So he submits to Hassan, right? I think Derek was too alpha for that nigga. And he was too aggressive. Because he said, yo, why you grabbing my waist? But you allowed that nigga to grab your waist more than one time in that video. And then you is so suspect that you grab that man's hand. But, you know, y'all was slobbering in the car, kissing, and you really couldn't handle your liquor. You drunk too much. And because you drunk too much, you a slush. So you drunk too much that you had to expose your boyfriend because really, you didn't really get to do what you wanted to do. You wanted to be the alpha in the situation. And he was the alpha in the situation. You didn't want to be the submissive bitch. You wanted to be the dominator. You wanted to dominate. And he didn't allow you to dominate. That's why he was being aggressive, looking like he wanted to kiss you, grab you on your waist. You know, he's being aggressive with you. You didn't like that, bro. You didn't like that. So when you met Five God, you felt comfortable. He's submissive. You feel me? Hassan talking about he's a trendsetter. Like, come on, bro. You shop at Fordham Road. You said, I get my jewelry where I get my clothes at. You get your jewelry and clothes on Fordham Road. Let's get that clear. You get your jewelry and your clothes on Fordham Road. It's crazy. How do you get your jewelry and clothes at Fordham Road? Dudes that got money don't go to Fordham Road shopping. They go to 47th Street in the Diamond District to get their jewelry. They go to Saks Fifth to get their clothes. Or Macy's. You said out your mouth, you get your jewelry and your clothes on Fordham Road. Make that make sense. You driving a baby mama Benz. Big boys don't drive baby mama Benzes, bro. You driving a baby mama Benz. Let's get it clear. You got a bitch car, nigga. Come on, bro. You got a bitch car. Who drives a baby mama Benz? A baby mama Benz, my nigga? Drive a bitch car. Come on, bro. Drive a bitch car. Let's get that clear. If y'all remember how Hassan used to dress online, Hassan wasn't getting money when he first came on here. That's why it dawned on me, when he started getting them checks, he tried to like level it up. He started buying leather. Like this nigga took 5 guard to buy a coat. He bought 5 guard a coat. You taking grown men shopping to buy coats. You look crazy, my nigga. That was your lover. You took that man to buy a leather jacket. That was your lover. I gotta find that picture with you and that nigga in that hotel room. The way he was behind you and you was in front of him in that hotel room. Let's get that clear. You was behind the nigga in the hotel room. You love 5 guard so much that you kept playing his music until he come back to me, begging me please. I love you so, come back to me, come back. I love you so, come back. You wanted that nigga to come back to you, But then you got the flashback about Bam, and then you talking about we belong together. Talking about can't sleep at night. On the oldies on the radio. Yeah, that's you. My nigga. When you think about 5 guard, you playing Janet talking about come back to me, begging me please. I love you so, come back to me. And then when you think about Bam, it's like, when you think you lost a part of me, take it whole heart to believe, come back. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You playing slow jams all night thinking about men. That's why you say you be riding around listening to slow jams. Because you listening to slow jams thinking about men, Hassan. Hassan, they don't respect you or love you in Bronx River. That's why you went to Cortland Avenue, hanging out there with T-Mac. You went to Melrose. You went to, not even Melrose. You went to Mitchell, right? You went to Mitchell houses, hellbound, right? To go chill with dudes from the South Bronx. You not even from the South Bronx. You from the northeast of the Bronx. The northeast section of the Bronx. Bronx River. You going in the South Bronx area like you from the South Bronx. Because them niggas in that area don't fuck with you. You told Mano on the phone, and I heard the phone conversation. That's why I told y'all way back before 2023, I told y'all that nigga recorded Mano on the phone. You heard? That nigga recorded Mano on the phone. And you heard what he said. I told you he copped the plea and apologized. But that nigga was on the phone telling Mano, me, you, and Jim could go out dancing. What? And then he said it was nigga, you recorded Mano and you recorded Mano just like Mano recorded you, and you the same recording he played is the same one you played to me. that you said that to that man. You're a fan of rappers. You don't have beef with these niggas. You are fans of these niggas. You want them to acknowledge you because you really want to be a fan. You a stan, homie. What's good with you, Relly? Shout out to my bro in here. Yo, Relly. Yo, we was talking about your Uncle Jew boy, son. We was talking about your Uncle Jew boy earlier, my nigga. But yeah, shout out to my brother Relly in the building. But yeah. You fucked that nigga, bro. You had sex with Bam. And you still want to have sex with men. In your mind, you feel what you said? I must break you. So you want to break men up. You want to put them in a full Nelson and sexually assault them because you got that booty bandit mentality. Talking about, I must break you. Talking about they weak to you. You gonna grab them by their neck and you gonna break them up. You gonna grab them by their neck and you gonna break them up and you gonna sodomize them with no Vaseline. That's what he said, no Vaseline. He's a different type of dude. You a different type of booty bandit, Hassan. You a real booty bandit. You take what you want, my nigga. You said it. You must break you, put them in a full Nelson. You weak to me, you know, because you think I mean, Five Guard is submissive, nigga. He had sex with Five Guard. Bro, you got to remember, Five Guard has those long earrings. The nigga got a tongue ring. Let's get that clear. He got a tongue ring, okay? You feel what I'm saying? He got a tongue ring, you know? Oh, he was talking hot. Who he was talking hot to, really? Because we can get on him too. But this still got a tongue ring. He putting bait, like a song like that. He want him to put baby oil. That's what he probably be having that dude Fargo. He put baby oil on him, right? He wearing dog collars and all that. So he like that. He was talking about me. Oh, so let me say this about Jamal Saladin, since he was talking about me and 10 toes down, right? 10 toes down, and I'm going to get back to Hassan and these niggas, but 10 toes down, right, is a nigga that Bimmy cut ties with this dude, right? You ain't going to never see him running around with Bimmy, right? He got to go, he got an MTA job now, right? Because Bimmy cut ties with him. So he working for the MTA. He's working for the MTA, right? Bimmy was his go-to guy, right? It was his homie, right? His friend, he thought that was his brother. But once that thing happened with the paperwork, I spoke to Bimmy, actually. You know, I spoke to him. Y'all don't know, but me and Bimmy, we spoke couple months ago. And he said, yeah, he basically set 10 up on that live. And he stopped jacking him. He don't rock with him. Because he messed up his brand. Okay? And when it goes to Jamal Saladin, he's a straight groupie. I'm going to be honest with you. Poker Face Society. There's a dude from Mount Vernon, right? He love talking about he from the Vernon. Right? Dogs. Nobody from the Vernon jacks you like that. They know you are a creep. They know you are a stan, a fan, right? And when I listen to Jamal Saladin, I'm like, damn, this nigga's the most groupie nigga online because he'll reach out and want to fuck with a nigga, but then he'll low key throw jabs and daggers at a nigga, right? I just laugh at it because like, dogs, you a fan of niggas, bro. You be talking crazy, you be talking slick, like nigga told. I don't know. The nigga might told salad. I don't know. He might be super zesty. I don't know that nigga. I ain't never seen that nigga with no bitches, bro. So I don't know. He might told salad, bro. I ain't never seen him with no bitches. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was a good brother, you know? And then I started seeing, oh, that nigga's a troll. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of Mount Vernon. My step-pops live in Mount Vernon. So he know all them YG niggas and all them. Like 2-5, RIP 2-5 and all them niggas from the Vernon. You know what I'm saying? My mom used to be out there in the Vernon. So Mount Vernon niggas move a certain way. You see Denzel Washington? That's a Mount Vernon nigga. That's an official Mount. You heard what he told the reporter? He said, yo, I'm not a Hollywood dude. I'm from Mount Vernon. He said that out his mouth on CBS News. He said, I'm not a Hollywood dude. I'm from Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon dudes move different. They move official. You know what I'm saying? You see Heavy D, RIP Heavy D. You saw how he moved. You know what I'm saying? Heavy D move official. You know what I'm saying? If Son was that official in the Vernon, like he say he was, bro, you would have been in the industry getting that industry paper. You was talking greasy about Puff. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, somebody must be hollered at him behind the scenes. I think he switched his tune talking about Puff. Puff is strong out in the Vernon. Don't ever get it twisted. There's niggas out there. He still, even though the whole Tom Guest shit, the nigga's still official. He a failed rapper. We know he a failed rapper. Come on, bro. That nigga was trying to be a rapper, whatever he was trying to be in the music industry. That nigga said, yo, I used to come to Def Jam, son, like, come on, bro. You wasn't in no industry with nothing, bro. I'm waiting for this nigga to bring DNY on his platform. Bring DNY or somebody to stamp you. I get it. You had Tom Gass's brother up there. But get some more Mount Vernon heads on there. Get AB on there. Get some more Mount Vernon heads. I'm tired of you. Like, dog, you say you from the Vernon, but you do chatty patty shit. You looking like that nigga 10 toes down. Do a lot of clout chasing. And it's like, dog, you looking suspect, wild suspect. But I think he like men too, because that nigga tried to put a fake porno, him 10 toes, and the other nigga, what's the nigga name? The nigga that live in Ohio, but he from the Bronx. They say he got a headshot from the rapper nigga. Wild Bill and Hassan said he got a headshot from the rapper nigga. And he ain't never confronted Wild Bill or Hassan on that because he know it was true. That's why he live in Ohio, but he can't go back to the Bronx. Yeah, that nigga. Yeah, that nigga. I don't even argue with that nigga. Like, once he made that fake porno on me, bro, I can't be cool with no nigga. Like, what you think this is, bro? Like, niggas used to tell me, yo, like the nigga that used to be doing business with me, he used to tell me, yo, squash it with that dude. Like, I'll be like, yo, bro, I'm not fucking with that nigga. I'm not fucking with that nigga. That nigga's a clown, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, and then when I heard how he did, duck, duck, how he took that woman money and scammed her, I was like, oh, man, he's a clown. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was on T History Channel, and all I asked that nigga, I said to that nigga on T History Channel, I said, yo, bro, why you did that video on song? But then, not knowing, him and Hassan sent him the video. So, Bozo nigga was trying to keep that nigga alive. He's a fucking creep. You know, Bozo nigga. You know, him, the other nigga from Virginia, The nigga from Queens. The nigga that say he from Southside, Jamaica, Queens. The nigga that's on, what's the rapper nigga? Prince Poe from Organized Confusion. Yeah, that nigga. And nigga wanted to be a rapper, you know, and nigga, your pops is a traffic cop for NYPD. Your mom's working the bank. Sister police. Like, come on, bro. Miss me with that gangster shit, bro. And your man's got his noodles knocked in fucking Virginia, bro. Nigga, how your man's, like, that's why I don't understand these niggas, right? And the other nigga from Jersey, from that live in Virginia also. The nigga, the hood nigga. I ain't gonna say the last initials, but the hood nigga. The deep nigga. Yeah, the hood deep nigga. I'm gonna just say hood deep. The hood deep nigga. Nigga get mad. Like, come on, bro. The nigga, the Michael nigga, he gets his noodles knocked by a nigga he interviewed in the street. Cause he tried to rob this nigga. And this nigga pushed his shit back. I gotta follow that case and see if that nigga beat that. Cause he pushed that nigga shit back because he tried to rob him. Same nigga that told, yo, I'm gonna make niggas blow, yo, Tory Lanez, give me a bag and I'll make Megan Thee Stallion blow her nose. I'll blow her nose. My nigga blowed his nose. All the way back. All the way back. Cause he tried to rob him. Cause he was a fiend nigga. Trying to talk gangster. Come on, bro. This nigga ain't doing nothing. Ain't doing nothing, ain't hurting nothing. His mans was talking greasy, talking about, yo, I'm gonna pull up on God. Hey, come on, bro. Pulling up on what? You know what I'm saying? I just look at these niggas like, come on, man. Pick your mans up, nigga. Same with the other nigga. The other nigga, R.I.P. El Compa. The other nigga go to El Compa funeral. These niggas is bitches. Like, any nigga that arguing with a nigga, you rode in a car with a nigga, you beefing with the nigga. Y'all all rode in a car together. Y'all ain't wash your ass. Y'all ain't did nothing. And then y'all ducking smoke. Other nigga, he a loud nigga. He be on the 050 nigga platform. Or used to be. Loud nigga. And he had that nigga. They had the nigga. Nigga was pussy too. He didn't come to the funeral, so you already know, bro. These dudes is lames, bro. They lizames. Anytime you hear dude talking heavy and they supposed to be street dudes and they get exposed for not washing they behind and they sleeping in a car coming all the way from North Carolina, supposed to be a Jersey dude. Like, come on, bro. Like, I don't take these niggas serious, bro. Like, Product told me, man, don't argue with them niggas. Them niggas is lames. That's why when you say Jamal Saladin, like, that nigga's a lame, bro. Like, come on, bro. Let's make it make sense, bro. Look at me and look at these niggas, bro. And these niggas is 50 plus. You heard? They 50 plus. 40 and 50 plus. Just look at me and look at these niggas. Come on, look at my position and look at these. They never was and never will be niggas. Let's get that clear. Never was and never will be niggas. Let's get that clear. Nobody knows their names. Only reason why their names are even known is maybe because they go on a 050. You know, China Brim, he's an attention whore. So, you know, him and Harlem Legend. Buck Teeth Harlem Legend. Like, come on, bro. Gotta look at these niggas, bro. Look how desperate these niggas be, bro. To make it to be famous, bro. You know? To make it to be famous. We ain't gonna even say that name. We just gonna say the nigga need to pick his mans up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you look at niggas like China Brim, like, bro, what are we talking about, bro? Like, when niggas try to, like, compare, like, yo, come on, my nigga. China Brim whole platform, and I don't got no issue with him. But I tell the truth. You know, I keep it a band, nigga. China Brim whole platform is the Bullets Gotti's platform. Harlem Legend and him stole my formula with the whole panel shit. Now they not doing the panel shit. You see they falling back. They doing this lives like me. Come on, bro. I'm watching a nigga live. He got some white bitch up there dry snitching. Like, come on, bro. Y'all niggas look crazy. Y'all niggas look crazy. Niggas, come on, bro. Digital Hollywood. Like, come on, bro. Them niggas is clout chasers. Harlem and China. Them niggas is clout chasers, bro. Clout chasers. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at them. They clout chasers. Yeah, he the nigga from Crooklyn. Remember the nigga, yo, my man, what he said, my main man wore Clive Frazier. You remember the nigga on Crooklyn? Remember what he said? He said, yo, my main man wore Clive Frazier. Yeah, that's Harlem legend. Big glasses, doofy looking nigga, man. Come on, bro. I'll be like, yo, come on, my nigga. I remember when you, my nigga, you had no motion on here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you was trying to be a fan. That nigga was a fan of mine. Yo, Harlem legend, especially when I was on Clubhouse, that nigga stayed in my room. That nigga stay, yo, son. That nigga, I remember the day Hassan hit me up. It was like, I didn't know about 050. Because, like I said, I remember the nigga. But the nigga had fake work on Jim Jones. Right? I goes on a platform. Hassan like, yo, these niggas like, and Hassan be dick eating them niggas. You know what I'm saying? How you dick eat niggas that don't fuck with you? Them niggas don't fuck with you, bro. Niggas dick suck you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But he's a nigga that, he like a Stockholm syndrome ass nigga. Like a nigga could emotionally abuse that nigga. And he'll cry like a bitch. Nigga talk them like a bitch and he'll run back to him. Like I said, he'll be, come back to me, begging me, please. That's that nigga. He come back running back to these niggas. But after these niggas dog him out like a hoe. You know what I'm saying? That's why the nigga saying, yo, 6ix9ine the academic set it up. That nigga want to run back. After you got embarrassed, you want to run back to them niggas. Like, come on, bro. Make these niggas make logical sense, bro. You gotta ask yourself, do these niggas make logical sense, bro? That nigga will sit up on side of the platform after that nigga violate his mother, and he'll sit up on that platform with them niggas. Let's get that clear. That nigga will sit up on a nigga's platform that violated his mother, called his mother all type of derogatory while she was on her deathbed, and sit up there. That's how you know a nigga don't got no integrity. Nigga don't got no integrity. But I'm not surprised because nigga, he ain't had no integrity when Bam was fucking him. So what the fuck do you expect a nigga? That's why his sister don't fuck with him. That's why his sister don't have him on her platform. That's why his pops ain't been on his platform. That's why he do a video, take a recording video of his pops talking on stage, but you can't have a sit-down interview with your father on your platform. That right there is ether, nigga. That right there is ether. When you can't have an intimate conversation with your sister, she got a YouTube channel and you ain't never shared your sister platform. Come on, bro. I could share her platform right now to my supporters. Hold on. And I want y'all to go see the interview that she did with his pops. So y'all can see that this nigga can't even share his own sister platform and promote her channel. But he talk all this and that. My sister this and my sister that, nigga. You only talked about your sister because Bullets Gotti let the world know that you got a sister on YouTube that got a platform and you ain't motherfucking do nothing about it. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Let's go look at it right now. Hold on. Hold on. Oh. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let's get it. Turn the camera. So y'all see this, ladies and gentlemen? This is Hassan Sisters channel right here. Okay? Now this interview right here, an intimate conversation with my dad, right? This is her conversation with their father. All right? So mind you, why we don't see no videos of him and his sister on the channel? Hmm? Why ain't no videos of Hassan Campbell and his sister on the channel? It's a conversation with his pops and his sister. She don't even got pictures of this nigga on her wall. She don't fuck with that nigga. And that's a damn shame. That's a damn shame. That his sister don't rock with him like that. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. So that's why I said, man, when you got this dude talking this gangster talk, or you got this dude speaking out of turn, and you got this dude thinking what he think, come on, man. You a clout chaser. So with that being said, it's the Bullets Gotti show. You can't listen to a nigga that's trapped in the closet, nigga. You in love with men, Hassan. You washed. It's over with. You could tell by the numbers, it's over with. It's over with. How you go from making crazy loot to now, nigga, you scrambling for new talking points and new ideas. You can't even do numbers like you was doing when you first came on YouTube. Why? Because niggas done see through you, you know? So it is what it is. Salute.